Chapter 1168. He was not in a hurry to find the fire seed. The most important thing now was to enter the Fire Shadow Holy Land and cultivate. The Fire Shadow Holy Land was an excellent place for the Sacred Flame sect to cultivate their saint. It was also a unique place in the transcendent world. Yang Wu guessed that it must be an impressive grotto heaven, but when the Sacred Flame sect's saint brought him there, he was dumbfounded. This was not a blessed enclave at all. Instead, it was a projection of a flame. Aside from the projection of a ball of flame, the surrounding area was completely empty. There was nothing else worth noticing. "Are you sure this is your Fire Shadow Holy Land?" Yang Wu thought that the Sacred Flame sect was playing with him, and he was dissatisfied. The Sacred Elder laughed. "Hee, of course it is. Then how am I supposed to cultivate here?" Yang Wu frowned and asked. "The sect leader only ordered me to bring you here. I can't help you with anything else. I will come back in 7 days." The Sacred Elder said and turned to leave. Yang Wu really wanted to grab him and beat him up. What kind of attitude was that? "Looks like I've been played," Yang Wu said unhappily. "What are you playing with? This is really a wonderful place," Little Hay said from his shoulder. What did you see?" Yang Wu asked. "Go to the place where the flame shadow is," Xiao He said. Yang Wu did as he was told and walked towards the position of the flickering flame shadows. When he walked to the position of the flame shadow, something strange happened. A shadow quietly appeared in front of him, and it actually looked exactly like him. He was instantly stunned. "What is going on?" Yang Wu asked Little Hay. "The Fire Shadow Holy Land. This fire shadow can condense your shadow to train with you. Not bad." Little Hay replied. "Don't tell me half the story. Tell me more clearly." "You'll know when you hit it." "Hit my own shadow? Am I stupid?" "You are stupid." In the end, Yang Wu could not help but attack the shadow. Something strange happened at this moment. When he hit the shadow actually attacked him first. He didn't have time to react and was punched by the shadow. Bang! The power of this punch was solid and did not feel illusory at all. It directly sent Yang Wu flying. "What's going on?" Yang Wu was still baffled after he was sent flying. The shadow did not give chase and remained in its original position. Little Hay didn't say anything else. She lay on her stomach and yawned as if she couldn't be bothered with Yang Wu anymore. Yang Wu did not place much hope on Little Hay. He studied the shadow carefully and was not in a hurry to make a move. He wanted to see how the shadow was formed. The Holy Land of Naruto, is it possible to fight with one's own shadow? Yang Wu pondered. After a while, he attacked the shadow again. This time, he was especially vigilant. He didn't want to be hurt by the shadow again. Sure enough, when he attacked, the shadow attacked again, and it was still very fast. He almost couldn't avoid it. After he dodged the shadow's attack, the shadow did not stop like before. Instead, it continued to chase him. "That works!" Yang Wu exclaimed and entered a defensive state. Armor appeared on his body. Bang! Bang! The shadow's attack was not only fast but also fierce. Yang Wu was beaten back and his blood was boiling. "It's so strong." Yang Wu was shocked again. His defensive power was so strong that even ordinary saints couldn't do anything to it. The shadow's power was a threat to him. He had to take it seriously. Bull Fist. Yang Wu used Bull Fist to attack, but the shadow also used Bull Fist. It was one step faster than him, as if it could predict the future. Yang Wu was hit again. "I don't believe that a shadow can hurt me." Yang Wu shouted angrily and seriously dealt with the shadow. The speed of Yang Wu's punches increased, and the strength of his attacks increased. The shadow was also improving, and it was always able to suppress him. Moreover, the battle skills it used were exactly the same as his, which made Yang Wu feel a sense of defeat. Why does the shadow know my attack skills? Is there a high-level formation here? Yang Wu was still exploring the situation. Little Hay's voice sounded, "Do you have to be so stupid? This place is called the Holy Land of Naruto, and it naturally has something to do with the shadow. This shadow is actually your real shadow. It has all of your power and all of your combat power. Moreover, it knows everything in your heart. It won't be easy for you to defeat it. Once you defeat it, it will be time for you to reap the rewards. Defeating it will be time for me to reap the rewards? Yang Wu muttered to himself and began to fight the shadow seriously. Bull fist. Overbearing divine palm. Yang Wu knew that his opponent was his shadow and had the same combat power as him. He fought with all of his strength. As for what rewards he would gain, he would know after he defeated it. The shadow's battle skills were exactly the same as his. When he attacked, the shadow also attacked. Moreover, the shadow was faster than him. Every time he was hit by the shadow, he would be the first to hit the shadow. This forced him to constantly push the power of his Dantian to the limit. He also activated the second stage of his Barbarian God's arms and Wind God's legs to fight with his opponent. Bursts of explosive power constantly flew in all directions. The Holy Land of Naruto was quietly recording the battle between him and the shadow. The more Yang Wu fought, the stronger the shadow became. His black tortoise battle armor was shattered, and his body was heavily injured. Blood spurted out of his mouth. If he didn't have the body of the divine dragon, he would have been killed by the shadow. Soon, Yang Wu discovered that as long as he withdrew his battle intent, the shadow would stop attacking him. You can't even defeat your own shadow. You're so weak. Little Hay said with a smile. Yang Wu ignored Little Hay. He adjusted his breathing and quickly recovered from his injuries. His mind was also recalling the battle just now, trying to figure out what was going on. After a while, Yang Wu attacked again, fighting fiercely with the shadow. This time, he even released the power of his martial Dao, hoping to completely destroy the shadow. But who knew that the shadow also had martial Dao? He was still defeated. In front of the shadow, any small flaw in his defense would be magnified infinitely, becoming the target of the shadow's attacks. Yang Wu once again entered a state of meditation, and when he recovered, he fought again. In the blink of an eye, Yang Wu and the shadow fought for 5 days and 5 nights. He was defeated 7 times in a row, and did not obtain a single victory. He finally understood the key to the Holy Land of Naruto. It turns out that fighting with one's own shadow is to find one's own flaws and weaknesses. Only by making up for my own flaws and weaknesses can my fighting strength rise to a higher level. In addition, I have to be faster when fighting, faster than the shadow. Only by suppressing it will I be able to defeat it. Yang Wu sat cross-legged to heal his injuries, and his heart was thoroughly enlightened. When Yang Wu stood up again, his aura was particularly different. He had regained his confidence. "Fight!" Yang Wu shouted, and attacked the shadow with a thunderous force. The shadow's reaction was definitely not slow. As long as Yang Wu showed a little fighting intent, it would be able to react and fight back. The two sides fought fiercely. Yang Wu was no longer behind the shadow. Being able to fight to a draw with the shadow was his improvement. My fist can be a little faster. My movement technique can be a little more ethereal. My explosive power can be a little stronger. Yang Wu understood his own weaknesses during the fight, and was constantly improving. Finally, he was able to predict the shadow's attack in advance, blocking the shadow's attack 1 step ahead of time, and beating the shadow back again and again. Yang Wu's fighting skills were becoming more and more perfect, and his movement technique was becoming more and more flexible. In a spurt of energy, the shadow was completely destroyed. Puff! The stronger Yang Wu was, the stronger the shadow was. Finally, when Yang Wu destroyed the shadow, Yang Wu was also beaten up, and blood was spurting out. Yang Wu fell to the ground and the shadow disappeared. The flame projection began to repeat every battle between him and the shadow. Yang Wu's eyes were fixed on the shadow, and his mind was recording every scene. He saw every flaw and mistake in the process of battle clearly. His back was covered in cold sweat, and he exclaimed in his heart, I actually made so many mistakes in the battle. If I met an opponent stronger than me, I'm afraid that I would be killed in one move. It's worthy of being called the Holy Land of Hokage. No wonder so many people are thinking about it. Yang Wu sorted out his understanding, and felt that he had gained a lot. Defeating himself meant that he had surpassed himself. Although his realm did not increase, his fighting power had increased a lot. This was the mystery of the Fire Shadow Holy Land. 7 days were up, and the sacred elder of the Sacred Flame sect came to welcome Yang Wu. Yang Wu wanted to continue training for a while, and maybe he would gain more. Unfortunately, time was limited, and he could only leave with the others. Yang Wu was led to the VIP resting area, where Sun Do, Yang Ba, and the others were. They came with Yang Wu and had nothing to do. They were basically in seclusion every day to improve their strength. Yang Wu did not disturb them, and instead looked for Little Man. He wanted to know how Little Man was reuniting with her family. Soon, the Sacred Flame sect brought Little Man, and with her were Huangfu Zhanxiong and Huangfu Mingyi. When Huangfu Zhanxiong saw Yang Wu, he knelt down in front of Yang Wu and said, "Benefactor, please accept my bow." Without waiting for Huangfu Zhanxiong to kneel, Yang Wu used his strength to support Huangfu Zhanxiong and said, "Patriarch Huangfu, we are old acquaintances. There is no need for this." "Haha, I knew Saint Master Yang Wu would remember me." Huangfu Zhanxiong laughed and said, "Saint Master Yang Wu, I have a presumptuous request. I hope you can agree to it." "Father, don't tell young master." Little Man quickly stopped him. Huangfu Zhanxiong ignored Little Man and said affectionately, "I only have 2 daughters, and I love them deeply. I don't want to be separated from them. Please let Little Man go and let her live with us. We will definitely repay you in the future." Chapter 1169. Little Man was Huangfu Zhanxiong's daughter, there was no doubt about that. Little Man did not owe Yang Wu anything. On the contrary, Little Man had always been helping Yang Wu, so he had no reason to refuse. Huangfu Mingyu also said from the side, "Yang Wu, please let my sister go." Yang Wu said, "Although Little Man and I are master and servant, I have always treated her as my own sister. I am very happy that she has reunited with you. Of course, I am happy that she can live with you. As long as Little Man is happy." "Young master," Little Man pitifully called out. Although she was related to Huangfu Mingyu and Huangfu Zhanxiong, she always felt closer to Yang Wu. After all, when she was at her most difficult time, it was the young master who took her in and did not look down on her. She was willing to die for the young master. After so many years, she finally returned to the young master's side. Now that she was separated from him again, she felt very sad. "Little Man, don't be sad. You are just going home. It's not like we won't see each other in the future. As long as you have time, you can come and find me at any time. I will also come and see you when I have time," Yang Wu said with a smile. Lil Man could no longer speak. Tears flowed down his cheek. Huangfu Mingyu said from the side, "You don't understand what we mean. We want you to release your control over my sister." Huangfu Zhanxiong also said from the side, "Saint Master Yang Wu, please be magnanimous and let my daughter go." Yang Wu was stunned for a moment. He then explained with a smile, "I think you misunderstood. How could I control Little Man? If you didn't control my sister, why would she be so obsessed with you? Can you stop hiding it? If you need anything, just say it. We can't pay you back now, but one day we will. Please let my sister go," Huangfu Mingyu said with dissatisfaction. The Little Man said from the side, "Stop talking. Young master didn't control me. Don't make things difficult for young master. If he didn't control you, why do you keep protecting him and thinking about him? Why don't you listen to father and join the Sacred Flame sect?" Huangfu Mingyu questioned. "I already have a master, so I can't join the Sacred Flame sect," the Little Man replied. "Where is your master? Is it the Yang clan? Or Yang Wu? How can they compare to the Sacred Flame sect?" You don't have to lie to us. We are the people closest to you. Huang Fu Mingyu spoke, as if she was interrogating a criminal. Huang Fu Zhanxiong couldn't take it anymore and said, Mingyu, you can't speak to your sister like that. It's because you are the people closest to me that I didn't lie to you. Why don't you believe me? Little man replied helplessly. Father, you saw it. Even now, she still refuses to admit that she's lying. He must be the one controlling sister, Huang Fu Mingyu said with certainty. Don't accuse young master, little man replied loudly. She couldn't help but release her aura, scaring Huang Fu Mingyu and Huang Fu Zhanxiong. Little man was at the peak of the dragon transformation realm. She could even kill a saint. Huang Fu Zhanxiong and Huang Fu Mingyu couldn't withstand her aura. Little man, don't be angry. Let's go. At this moment, Yang Wu held Little Man's hand and said gently. Little Man calmed down and retracted all her aura. She looked at Yang Wu and said guiltily, Young master, I'm sorry. I've caused you trouble. Most of the time, they don't believe you. Young master believes you. No matter what you do, young master will support you, Yang Wu said with absolute certainty. Immediately after, he prepared to leave the Sacred Flame sect with Little Man. Huang Fu Zhanxiong and Huang Fu Mingyu didn't believe Little Man. They were family. Yang Wu felt very disappointed. Of course, he could understand. They hadn't lived together before, so it was normal for them to lack mutual understanding and trust. Since that was the case, there was no need for Little Man to stay by their side. Saint Master Yang Wu, don't be like this. We believe in Little Man, Huang Fu Zhanxiong said anxiously as he rushed in front of Yang Wu and Little Man. It wasn't easy for him to be reunited with his daughter. How could he just watch her leave? Yang Wu, stop acting. Let my sister go, Huang Fu Mingyu said coldly. In the past, she had a good impression of Yang Wu, but after a few years, that little bit of good impression had turned into resentment. She resented Yang Wu for not wanting her and not liking her. When she saw how dependent her sister was on Yang Wu, calling him young master every time she opened her mouth, and calling him young master so intimately and naturally, she was incomparably jealous. Thus, she only felt hatred for Yang Wu, and no longer had any good impression of him. You suspect that I did something, but use your brains to think. If I did something to Little Man, why would I go through so much trouble to send her back to meet you? Could it be that there's something on you that's worth me asking for or using? Or did I send her back because I'm afraid of the Sacred Fire Church? Yang Wu asked a series of questions. He then said, none of these. I treat Little Man as family, and her family is also my family. It's a pity that you only treat her as family and don't take me seriously. You don't even trust Little Man. I don't blame you, but I don't want Little Man to live in an environment where you don't trust her. She's pure and kind and doesn't have any bad intentions. I can't see her become as suspicious and uneasy as all of you. When Huang Fu Zhanxiong heard Yang Wu's questions, he was a little confused. Huang Fu Mingyu continued to pester endlessly. You're clearly the one who controlled my sister, and you still have the cheek to say that. Do you believe that you won't be able to leave the Sacred Fire sect? You're not allowed to talk about young master like that. Before Yang Wu could say anything, Little Man had already shouted angrily. Huang Fu Mingyu was shocked by Little Man. She said with a hint of panic, Sister, why are you shouting at me? I'm your family. Back then, I was forced to disguise myself as a man and was sent to the mountain prison. I lived a life worse than death. It was young master who saved me. Later on, young master was afraid that my identity would be exposed, so he entrusted me to Sister Wan Lanxin to take care of me. It was only then that I was able to escape from being mixed with men. Without young master, there wouldn't be me. My life was given to me by young master, so young master is the person closest to me, Little Man said firmly with tears in her eyes. Huang Fu Mingyu wanted to say something, but something seemed to be stuck in her throat. She opened her mouth, but no words came out. She had never met Little Man, so she couldn't understand how Little Man had survived back then. Huang Fu Zhanxiong's old eyes were wet, and his heart felt like it was being cut by a knife. He really couldn't imagine how his daughter had survived. "I'm sorry, Saint Master Yang Wu. I'm sorry, Little Man. You should leave. If you have time, just come back and visit me and your sister. I've let you down," Huang Fu Zhanxiong said with incomparable guilt. "Father, have you forgotten the orders from the sect?" Huang Fu Mingyu accidentally revealed some information. "Did the Sacred Flame sect ask you to keep Little Man?" Yang Wu frowned. Without waiting for them to respond, the Sacred Flame sect's leader appeared with a few sacred elders and said, "Since Little Man is a member of the barbarian tribe, she should stay in our sect. Saint Master Yang Wu, you shouldn't have any objections, right?" Yang Wu knew that the Sacred Flame sect's leader and the others didn't come with good intentions, but he didn't show any fear. He met their gaze and said, "If Little Man is willing to stay, I have no objections." After a pause, he emphasized solemnly, "If she doesn't want to stay, no matter who comes, I'll take her away, even if I have to die." "Young Master." Little Man was extremely touched. "You don't have to say anything. Young Master is asking if you want to stay or not. Don't worry about Young Master. If Young Master wants to take you away, no one can stop him," Yang Wu said confidently. "I've already met father and sister. I don't have any regrets. I'll visit them again in the future when I have time," Little Man replied. "All right, then let's go." Yang Wu nodded gently. Then, he looked at the Sacred Flame sect's leader and said, "Sect leader, please let us leave. I don't want to be enemies with your sect." "Haha, you should know that this is our territory. It's easy to come, but it's not that easy to leave." The Sacred Flame sect's leader laughed. "Sect leader, are you really going to do this?" Yang Wu asked. "If she stays, you guys can leave. I won't mistreat her, and I'll nurture her with all my might. We'll give her the freedom she wants. Otherwise, you guys can stay with her," the Sacred Flame sect's leader said with certainty. "You'll regret it." "You're really confident. Our Sacred Flame sect has been around for 100,000 years. We've seen all kinds of storms. Even if your entire Yang family comes, it won't help. So, don't force yourself. Young Master, why don't I stay? You guys can leave first. Since we're here, let's leave together. Little Hay, show them what you're made of." After Yang Wu's voice fell, the Sacred Flame sect's sect-protecting array suddenly activated. Swoosh swoosh. 10,000 rays of array light enveloped heaven and earth, forming a terrifying force that could destroy all living things at any time. Why is the sect-protecting array activated? Who's so bold to activate the sect-protecting array without permission? Could it be that there's an enemy attack? What's going on? To keep Yang Wu and a few others here, there's no need to activate the sect-protecting array, right? The Sacred Flame sect's leader and a group of sacred elders were surprised. They did not understand why the sect-protecting array had been activated. "Let us go. Otherwise, everyone in the Sacred Flame sect will die with us," Yang Wu said calmly. The Sacred Flame sect's leader revealed an extremely shocked expression and said, "You did this." "Haha, I don't have such ability." Yang Wu sneered. After a pause, he added, "My companion was bored and took a stroll around your sect. He helped you look for loopholes in the array. He didn't have any bad intentions towards you, but you wanted to force us. So, sorry." The Sacred Flame sect's leader's face was completely ashen. The sacred elders revealed panicked expressions. The sect-protecting array was of great importance and could not be lost. This was a divine array. Even if the heaven-reaching old monster came, it could destroy it. If such an array was controlled by the enemy, it would be a disaster. They could not figure out what kind of living being could control their sect-protecting divine array so easily. Even they did not have such ability. "Good, very good. Yang Wu, quickly make him stop. Otherwise, you won't be able to bear the consequences," the Sacred Flame sect's leader said sternly. I'm going to die. What's there to be afraid of? If I can drag more people to die with me, I'll be more than happy, Yang Wu said calmly. You win. Chapter 1170. The Sacred Flame sect leader did not dare to take the risk and decided to let Yang Wu go. It was a terrible thing for the sect protecting divine array to be controlled by the enemy. Yang Wu would not really make an enemy out of the Sacred Flame sect. Little Hay stopped the array and everything returned to normal. The Sacred Flame sect leader and the rest wanted to summon the Skirich Guardians to take down Yang Wu and his group, but they could not afford to lose face. Moreover, they could not be sure what level the person hiding in the dark was at. If he could control the divine array, he had to be at least a divine array master. This kind of person was the most frightening to them. Yang Wu brought Little Man, Sun Do, Yang Ba, and the rest and successfully left the Sacred Flame sect. The Sacred Flame sect leader quickly rushed to the sect's forbidden area and sought an audience with a Skirich Guardian. My sect's divine array has been activated. What's going on? Usually, the sect protecting divine array was guarded by this Skirich Guardian. Unless it was a matter of life and death, the array would not be activated. A top-notch divine array master. His array skills have reached the acme of perfection. He can come and go as he pleases, the Skirich Guardian replied. Yang Wu and his group have such ability? That's not possible, the Sacred Flame sect leader said in disbelief. Maybe he really is from the Heavenly Palace. The remnants of the Heavenly Palace have such ability. Then what should we do? What else can we do? Let me contact a few old fellows and set up a new array. Otherwise, this place will be broken at any time. When that happens, no one will be able to escape. Fortunately, the people of the Heavenly Palace do not dare to act recklessly. There should not be many of them left, so they do not dare to provoke us. Then I'll have to trouble you. Yang Wu and his group quickly left. They did not dare to stay any longer, afraid that the people of the Sacred Flame sect would chase after them. What a close shave. Yang Wu wiped the sweat off his forehead. Young master, I'm sorry. Little Man said to Yang Wu, feeling wronged. Silly girl, what nonsense are you spouting? They want to force you to stay. Actually, it's not that they have any bad intentions. It's just that you're too outstanding. They want you to stay in the Sacred Flame sect and work for them. Actually, it's good to be under the shade of a big faction. However, I don't want to see you unhappy, Yang Wu said with a smile. Then he asked, You've just met your father and sister for a few days, and now you're going to be separated. Are you sad? Little Man forced a smile and said, Before I met them, I was very nervous and scared. I didn't know if they liked me or not. Now that I've met them, everything is fine and they treat me well. But I always feel that I can't open my heart to them. I've already told them the truth. Why don't they believe me? Actually, it's not that they don't believe you, but they don't believe in my character. Yang Wu sighed. Young master, you are my savior. Why wouldn't they believe you? Because you're too good to me, so they're jealous. They feel unbalanced and think that I'm controlling your soul. Even if young master controls me, I'm still willing. Are we going to ignore them just like that? No matter what, they are your family. Of course, but I need some time to get used to it. I still hope to live with them in the future. Young master, you won't mind, right? What would I mind? What I mean is, bring them over to follow young master. Yang Wu and his group did not return to the Yang family directly. Instead, they headed to the Dan family, which was close to the Sacred Flame sect. Before heading to the Sacred Flame sect, Dan Zi had already returned to the family. Yang Wu was an important factor in the alliance between the Yang family and the Dan family. Now that he was close to the Dan family's territory, it would be rude if he did not enter. Yang Wu soon arrived at the Dan family. Dan Zi led a few sacred elders out to approach Yang Wu. The treatment was much better than the Sacred Flame sect. If it wasn't for the fact that he was the Dan family's patriarch, he would have personally welcomed Yang Wu. When he first met Yang Wu, he had almost killed Yang Wu in the Dan family's territory. Now, not only was Yang Wu not dead, but he had also become the invincible king of the battle between the dragons and the phoenixes. His future was limitless. If the Dan family did not make friends with such an invincible genius, they would be really stupid. They believed that Yang Wu would definitely have the chance to become an overlord like Xiang Dingtian of the Apothecary Alliance. Yang Wu and his group entered the Dan family and received the best treatment. The Dan family's patriarch even invited a divine apothecary who had been in seclusion for many years to discuss the Tao with Yang Wu. There were only a few divine apothecaries in the transcendent world. Every divine apothecary had knowledge that could not be compared to a sacred apothecary. Such people would only discuss the Tao with people of the same level. The Dan family's patriarch had put in a lot of effort to invite this divine apothecary to discuss the Tao with Yang Wu. Yang Wu also did not expect the Dan family's patriarch to be so magnanimous. Although he had seen a few divine apothecaries before, such as the two deputy leaders of the Apothecary Alliance and the supreme protector of the Wudang, he had never discussed the Tao of alchemy with them. He did not have the qualifications to do so. Now that the Dan family had done this, he was indeed moved. Yang Wu cherished the opportunity to discuss the Tao of alchemy with this divine apothecary. He took out many questions to discuss with the other party. Yang Wu had the alchemy skills that Little He had taught him. This was his biggest trump card. He would not be afraid to discuss the Tao of alchemy with a divine apothecary. At first, the divine apothecary of the Dan family looked down on Yang Wu. In his opinion, if a sacred apothecary had not entered the ranks of divine apothecaries, then they would only be a disciple in front of him. They were still a little lacking when it came to discussing the Tao of alchemy with him. Who knew that Yang Wu would throw out some questions and insights that would instantly shock him? He had to treat Yang Wu as an equal and discuss with Yang Wu properly. In the end, both of them gained a lot. The younger generation will surpass us in time. The divine apothecary of the Dan family looked at Yang Wu and could not help but sigh. He was already 10,000 years old, but in terms of alchemy, Yang Wu was actually not inferior to him. This really shocked him. In his heart, he also confirmed the decision of the Dan family's patriarch. There were only benefits and no disadvantages to being on good terms with this young emperor. If it was not for the fact that Dan Zi had the peach-pink flame, which was very important, he would be willing to let Dan Zi continue to follow Yang Wu to learn the Tao of alchemy. He was sure that Yang Wu's inheritance was absolutely shocking. In the future, Yang Wu's achievements would be above his. After the alchemy discussion ended, Yang Wu was not in a hurry to leave the Dan family. Instead, he asked the Dan family if there were any sacred fire seeds to trade. He needed a sacred fire seed to increase Lan Yao's strength. After increasing its strength, he would go look for Xian Essence Qi and finally go to the Saint Transformation Pond to increase its strength. The Dan family was indeed an alchemy family. They collected all kinds of fire seeds, and there really were sacred fire seed. These were all passed down to the most outstanding young alchemist. Now that Yang Wu had made a request, the Dan family did not say anything and provided Yang Wu with a sacred fire seed, the Star Flame. The Star Flame was a mid-level sacred fire. It was rumored that it was a fire seed contained in a meteorite fragment. It was very valuable. Among the large number of fire seeds collected by the Dan family, the Star Flame could be ranked in the top 5. Saints who cultivated fire Xian Qi could absorb the Star Flame to advance and comprehend the powerful attack power of the Star Flame. The Dan family was very sincere in taking out the Star Flame. Yang Wu would not take the Dan family's gift empty-handed. He took out a high-level sacred weapon and traded with the Dan family. The Dan family did not lack this high-level sacred weapon, but they still accepted the trade. Yang Wu felt that he owed the Dan family a favor. "I'll go into seclusion first. I'll return it when I have the chance," Yang Wu thought to himself. He then went into seclusion in the Dan family. This time, the seclusion took longer than Yang Wu expected. The star flame was very powerful. It was not easy for the blue demoness to completely refine it. Yang Wu urged the blue demoness to cover the star flame with all its might. He completely unleashed Xinghua's devouring talent and slowly turned the star flame into his own power. In the blink of an eye, a month passed. Yang Wu finally absorbed the star flame completely. His powerful saintly body was baptized again and strengthened further. With the power of his body alone, he didn't need to fear ordinary mid-level saints anymore. The biggest gain was Blue Enchantress. It had finally become a high-grade holy fire, and the fire power it released was extremely powerful. Ordinary holy stones would be quickly incinerated if they touched it. At the same time, he also comprehended a star battle skill from the star flame. This was the unique offensive power contained in the star flame. First, it would condense into a shining star to interfere with the opponent's vision. Then, it would explode with enough power to kill the opponent. This is the same as the dragon turtle sea turning technique. It's a secret technique. It's very powerful. Yang Wu said to himself with great satisfaction. After Yang Wu came out of seclusion, he immediately went to find Little Hay. This guy was used to treating other people's territory as its backyard. It probably already knew every corner of the Dan family. He did not know how many good things it had stolen. Even when it was in the Sacred Flame sect, it directly controlled their divine formation. Even Yang Wu could not help but sigh at Little Hay's power. Humans are inferior to dogs. Little Hay, this is my disciple's family. You should be fine, Yang Wu reminded Little Hay after seeing it. Woof, woof, you are insulting this celestial emperor, Little Hay said unhappily. What good things did you find in the Dan family? Yang Wu asked softly. There are some good things, but unfortunately they are too low-level. Only the Pill Pagoda is a bit interesting. Wait, Little Wu, try to get information from this celestial emperor. You still say you don't have any ideas? You just can't change a dog's habit. I'll bite you to death for insulting this celestial emperor. Stop, shouldn't we go find the profound essence chi? Otherwise, we should go to the sacred transformation pool. If you can't find the other type of profound essence chi, it will be very difficult for you to break through to the Star Rune realm. After delaying for so long, it is indeed time to go. Let's go immediately. Okay, with Lord Mo's guidance, I can already confirm that it is in the direction of War God City. We must hurry and obtain the profound essence chi before the sacred transformation pool opens. Every type of profound essence chi is not easy to obtain. You should be mentally prepared. Maybe you will delay your sacred transformation pool to obtain the profound essence chi. It can't be helped. Without the profound essence chi, the sacred transformation pool is meaningless. Chapter 1171. The top 100 prodigies on the Heavenly Dragon list and Heavenly Phoenix list could enter the sacred transformation pool. It was a place of opportunity to become a sage and also a place to raise one's strength. It was a place where the human race nurtured the strongest prodigies of the younger generation. It had been 6 months since the battle of the dragons and phoenixes ended. There was still half a year before the sacred transformation pool opened. If the prodigies didn't reach the sacred transformation pool within the time limit, they would lose the right to enter. Yang Wu had received guidance from Great Fortune Master Mo and learned about the whereabouts of a type of mysterious essence chi. His senses had become clearer. If it weren't for the Yang clan and Little Man, he would have gone to search for the mysterious essence chi long ago. Now, his strength had already reached the peak of the dragon transformation realm. However, due to the restrictions of the immortal art, no matter how much energy he absorbed, he couldn't reach the Star Rune realm. Thus, he couldn't wait to find the mysterious essence chi. After Yang Wu left the Dan clan, he rushed to War God City in the battle race realm as fast as he could. War God City was located in the center of the Battle Race realm. It was under the jurisdiction of the Xianyuan clan and also the entrance to the Battle Realm. Yang Wu arrived at War God City again. Looking at the God of War Pagoda on War God Mountain, he was filled with emotions. He had become famous in the Battle Race realm because of the God of War Pagoda. War God City wasn't as lively as the last time he came. Yang Wu's group's appearance was very low-key and didn't cause too much of a stir. Yang Wu carefully sensed the direction of the mysterious essence Qi and clearly found the direction. It was where the battle realm was located. Why couldn't I sense the whereabouts of the mysterious essence Qi the last time I came? This time, after receiving guidance from Lord Mo, my senses are much clearer, Yang Wu said with a puzzled expression. Every type of mysterious essence Qi appears at a different time. Perhaps this type of mysterious essence Qi only appeared recently, Little Hay replied. After a pause it said, "The pursuers are here." Yang Wu saw a familiar face. A trace of tenderness appeared on his face. "Captain, we meet again. Don't call me guild leader, just call me by my name." A woman in black slowly appeared from a direction. She was the Rose of Death. Today, she was wearing a tight black dress that outlined her exquisite figure incisively and vividly. Her devilish figure was enough to move any man's heart. She also had a soul-stirring beautiful face. No matter where she went, she was the center of attention. Unfortunately, she exuded an unapproachable aura, as if approaching her would only lead to death. She had already comprehended the Tao of Death to a very profound level. "Are you here to invite me to join the King of Hell's palace?" Yang Wu asked. The Rose of Death nodded and said, "That's right. You should give up." Yang Wu shook his head. Now, the martial Tao he'd comprehended was no longer the pure Tao of Death, and it was an evolved Tao. He called it the Tao of Life and Death. Devouring life force, refining death energy, transforming life force, and killing living beings. It was a new martial Tao that was a combination of the Tao of Devour and the Tao of Death. Yang Wu believed that the Tao of Life and Death might not be the end. If he could refine the Tao of Life into the Tao of Life and Death, there would be another change. One side represented life force, and the other side represented death. Controlling life and death might be the ultimate martial Tao he pursued. At that time, it might be comparable to the Tao of Time, Tao of Reincarnation, Tao of Space, and other ultimate martial Taos. Yang Wu, listen to me and join the King of Hell's palace. Otherwise, you will die. The Rose of Death said with a hint of pleading. At the same time, another person walked out and said, "Yang Wu, join the King of Hell's palace." When Yang Wu saw this person, he revealed an incomparably shocked expression. He was the War King of Death from the Grand Xia. He was once defeated by Yang Wu and almost died. He was saved by Yang Wu and broke through to the Heavenly Fish realm. Then, he went to the Transcendent realm alone. Who would have thought that he would join the King of Hell's palace? Now that the War King of Death had the strength of the Dragon Transformation realm, his cultivation speed was very fast. No need to persuade me. I am from the Heavenly Palace. How can I join the King of Hell's palace? Yang Wu seriously refused again. The Heavenly Palace no longer exists. Why are you so stubborn? The Heavenly Palace will shine again in my hands. You won't have such a chance. The Sage Elder of our palace is already here. If you don't join the King of Hell's palace, only death will await you. The Palace Lord will not allow prodigies who cultivate the Tao of Death to wander outside. Then you can tell your Palace Lord that I no longer cultivate the Tao of Death. What's the point of saying so much? Saintus, let's work together and take him down. The War King of Death said to the Rose of Death. We are not his match. There's no need to waste time. The Rose of Death waved her hand. Then she stared at Yang Wu and said emotionally, "If you join the King of Hell's palace, I can marry you and be your woman. Didn't you like me a lot in the past?" Yang Wu continued to shake his head. "I won't join the King of Hell's palace under any conditions. After pausing for a moment, he said, "Why don't you leave the King of Hell's palace and follow me? I will give you a better future." "How dare you try to poach someone from the King of Hell's palace? You are definitely the first one." A cold voice rang out. A dark palm angrily slapped towards Yang Wu. This was an attack from a mid-level sage. The area within a radius of several miles was enveloped by the attack. It was very fast and violent. Scram! The white-haired demoness, who was not far from Yang Wu, shouted. A silver sword light pierced through space and blocked the power of the dark palm. Bang! The battle power of a sage was extremely shocking. The sky exploded and the air churned. The white-haired demoness had broken through to the third-grade star rune realm. Her battle power had increased greatly. With her shocking talent and the top-grade saint sword that Yang Wu had given her, she could even fight against a 6th-grade star rune realm sage. Unfortunately, this time, it wasn't a mid-sage. It was a high sage. The other party was just testing the waters. When his second attack came, the white-haired demoness couldn't block it. Those who cultivate the Tao of Death and don't join the King of Hell's palace will be given a King of Hell's order. At that time, you will die no matter where you go. Young man, make a good choice. The high sage in the dark said. This was an extremely old man with a dense aura of death. King of Hell's order. Not only was Yang Wu shocked, but even the people behind him were shocked. The King of Hell's order was the highest order of the King of Hell's palace. It was an order to take the enemy's life. As long as the King of Hell's order was given, all the evil forces in the transcendent realm that respected the King of Hell's palace would follow the order and kill their prey. This order was even scarier than being on the bounty list. There were many demon owls and giant crocodiles in the transcendent realm. They were from the demon sect and were hidden in different places. They all listened to the orders of the King of Hell's palace. Once the King of Hell's order was given, it meant that they wouldn't rest until one of them was dead. They would kill the person who received the order at all costs. Those who received the King of Hell's order, even if they were peak sages, would all die without a single survivor. Regarding this information, Yang Wu and the others were clear about it. I'll give you one more chance to choose. Otherwise, you will die. The King of Hell's palace's sage coldly said. Yang Wu, I don't want you to die. The Rose of Death affectionately said. The Death Battle King also said, Yang Wu, our King of Hell's palace is very powerful. If you join us, you can become even more powerful. Even if your reputation isn't good, as long as you survive and become stronger, everyone will respect you. As the saying goes, those who walk different paths cannot make plans together. A melon that is forcefully pulled is not sweet. If your King of Hell's palace has any methods, then go ahead. I will not join the King of Hell's palace. Yang Wu said with certainty. Big brother, I'll help you kill him. Sun Do rushed over and shouted. White-haired demoness, little man, Yang Ba, Su Su, golden crown eagle, silver-patterned turtle, and the others all gathered together. They weren't afraid of the other party. All of you back off. He can't do anything to me. Yang Wu said. Stubborn. From today onwards, you will receive the endless pursuit of the King of Hell's order. The high-level saint of the King of Hell's palace shouted as he took out a ferocious blood-red token. In the next moment, this order flashed and released a shocking evil aura. It contained a thick resentment aura as it enveloped Yang Wu. Burn! Yang Wu frowned. He controlled Blue Demoness to rush out and burn this blood-evil aura. Yang Wu, receive the King of Hell's order. The high-level sage shouted as he poured in his holy power. The blood-evil aura became more and more powerful. It wasn't afraid of being burned by the holy fire. It was as if the eternal will of the King of Hell had appeared and forced the holy fire away. Then, it condensed into the two words, Yang Wu, before shrinking into the order. He laughed loudly and said, The King of Hell's order has been formed. There is no place for you in this world. Yang Wu, die. The high-level sage condensed a black palm print and smashed it towards Yang Wu's chest. It was extremely powerful and didn't give Yang Wu a chance to live at all. Fight! Yang Wu hadn't fought in a while. Facing this attack, his battle intent soared as he shouted. A black and white lotus appeared. It was the power of the path of life and death that he had just condensed. He slashed down with his death scythe. World-destroying wild blade, demon-slaying form. This was a complete divine skill. Even with Yang Wu's battle prowess, he had only just managed to cultivate the first form. He didn't have enough power to use the second and third forms. This divine skill contained the power of martial arts. It was several times more powerful than when he was at the Dragon Phoenix Abyss. Boom! With one slash, the high-level sage's palm print was shattered. It didn't cause any damage to Yang Wu. The invincible emperor is indeed powerful. But how many times can you use this technique? The high-level sage said as he attacked again. He mobilized the power of the stars. The terrifying holy power covered an area of dozens of miles and crushed Yang Wu with the most violent force. The saints relied on the power of the stars. The high-level sage's power of the stars was extremely terrifying. It was as if a star was crushing down. How could Yang Wu block it? Even if I have comprehended the first form of the world-destroying wild blade, I can't take it head-on. Yang Wu sighed. Then, he shouted, "Shao Man, it's time for you to show off." Chapter 1172. After the sacred mandala flower was reborn with a drop of immortal elixir, its strength had increased by leaps and bounds. Before leaving the Dragon Phoenix Abyss, it had devoured the body of a top-tier Great Devil Saint. Its strength had quietly reached the high-level Great Devil Saint realm. As soon as the sacred mandala flower appeared, the vines in the sky turned into tentacles and attacked the high-level Great Devil Saint. Thousands of vines covered heaven and earth, and they contained boundless death chi. The high-grade saint was also shocked. Without hesitation, he took out a black sword and slashed towards the sacred mandala flower with a domineering sword aura. The sacred mandala flower is the plant that the disciples of the King of Hell Palace desire the most. I didn't expect Yang Wu to get it. Kill him and take the sacred mandala flower. The high-level Great Devil Saint thought to himself and slashed at the vines with his sword. Clank! Clank! How is this possible? The high-level Great Devil Saint was shocked. He wanted to retreat, but it was too late. The dense vines stabbed at him furiously. The high-level Great Devil Saint was forced to use his full strength. With the support of the endless star energy, sword shadows of tens of thousands of feet long slashed in all directions, blocking the vines. Moreover, there was death chi that could corrode any living being. Who could stop it? I love death chi the most. The sacred mandala flower let out a bell-like laugh. The death chi of the high-level Great Devil Saint was completely ineffective against her. She used to live in the Death Valley and grew by absorbing death chi. This was also why she was so evil. The high-level Great Devil Saint was scared out of his wits. The vines of the sacred mandala flower pierced his body, and several bloody holes burst open. Many more vines wrapped around his body, wanting to tear him apart. It's not that easy to kill me. The high-level Great Devil Saint didn't cultivate to this level by luck. He roared and unleashed his most powerful sword move. Man and sword as one, he forcefully slashed the vines away. Run! The high-level Great Devil Saint didn't hesitate to use his fastest speed to escape. The sacred mandala flower was at the same level as him, but it was much stronger than him. Even a top-tier Great Devil Saint might not be able to kill it. Can you escape? The sacred mandala flower sneered, and a huge flower bloomed, forming a flower world. It was as if she was the ruler of this world. No matter where the high-level saints ran, they couldn't escape her range. Devour! No. The sacred mandala flower opened and closed, wrapping around the high-level saint in its petals. Thick death energy and infernal energy crazily fell onto the high-level saint's body. Even though he resisted with all his strength, his life force was rapidly eroded away. He desperately struggled, but unfortunately, all that awaited him was the merciless swallowing of death. A high-level sage from the king of Hell's palace had fallen. When the surrounding people saw this scene, they all revealed an extremely shocked expression. After refining a drop of immortal elixir, it's finally starting to take shape. Little Hay looked at the sacred mandala flower and sighed in admiration. Too powerful. That's great, Yang Wu said excitedly. Big brother, where did you get this plant life form? It's so strong. Sun Do said with a trace of envy. She's the sacred mandala flower. I got it in the mortal world's Death Valley. Yang Wu smiled. So she's the sacred mandala flower. No wonder she's one of the 10 great evil plants. Sun Do exclaimed. My lord's fortune is great. Yang Ba flattered from the side. Only a sacred object like this is worthy of following my lord. Su Chu also didn't want to keep a low profile. My lord, should we kill them as well? The sacred mandala flower revealed its human form and looked at the Rose of Death and Death War Monarch. These two were also enveloped by the sacred mandala flower and couldn't escape. If they did, she could immediately kill them. No, let them go. Yang Wu shook his head. Yang Wu, you killed my king of Hell's palace's sacred elder. This hatred can't be resolved. You should immediately go to the Alchemist Union and hide. When you reach the Jade Moon Realm, you can come out. The Rose of Death sighed. Yang Wu ignored the Rose of Death and drove them away. If they weren't old friends, he would have killed them. Yang Wu and his group hurried as fast as they could and soon appeared in the territory of the Battle Realm. The Battle Realm was the center of the Battle Realm. It was also the entrance to suppress the demon race. It was also the place guarded by the 8 great battle clans. This was a barren land with very few creatures. The Xian Qi of heaven and earth was mixed with demon Qi. It wasn't a power that ordinary creatures could absorb. Yang Ba had been to the Battle Realm before. When they approached the Battle Realm, he said to Yang Wu, My lord, the Battle Realm is 100 miles away. It seems that the Xian Qi essence is in the Battle Realm. Yang Wu thought to himself. Then he asked Yang Ba, Tell me about the situation in the world of battles. Yes, my lord, Yang Ba responded and told Yang Wu about the situation in the world of battles without hesitation. The Battle Realm was connected to the Transcendental Realm and the Demon Realm. It was the border between the two realms. The 8 great battle clans had sent legions to guard this place. On one hand, they were preventing the demon race from invading. On the other hand, they were mining for resources. The Battle Realm had the most resources. There were sacred stone mines, flowing stone mines, demon stone veins, and even god-level veins. The 8 great battle clans each occupied an area to mine. For countless years, they had gained a lot. This was their main source of income. Over the years, the Yang clan's power had been weakening. Their original mines had been invaded by other clans. Now, there were very few mines left. If it weren't for the Yang clan's ability to resist the demon race, their mines would have been occupied by other clans. In particular, the Xing clan and the Lu clan suppressed the Yang clan the most. In the Battle Realm, in addition to the 8 great battle clans, there was also an unowned area. Other clans were allowed to go in and mine, but no force was allowed to encroach on it. This was the consensus of the 8 great battle clans. They didn't want to see a 9th force appear in the Battle Realm to compete with them for resources. They opened this unowned area mainly because they hoped that these people could relieve the pressure on the battle clans and resist the invasion of the demon race. Ordinary people couldn't easily enter the Battle Realm. Except for the 8 great battle clans, other people had to obtain the demon hunting token to enter. The Fierce Demon Token was a token issued by the 8 great battle clans. It recorded the situation of the humans who came in from the outside world. In the end, it was also to monitor their whereabouts. They were not allowed to make any big movements. After Yang Wu and the others listened, they understood the basic situation of the Battle Realm. The demon race could attack at any time in the Battle Realm. People could lose their lives at any time. Over the years, the demon race was not too keen on breaking into the transcendent world. The transcendent world was not suitable for their survival. They just wanted to compete with the battle clans for the mineral veins and devour the humans. The entrance to the battle realm was very large. It was divided into 3 layers. The first layer was the outermost layer, the second layer was the deepest layer, and the third layer was deep in the demon race realm. The 8 great battle clans guarded the second layer and didn't dare to go too deep. There were too many demon race troops. My lord, if you can refine the spirit cleansing and evil suppressing pill, like the one in the City of Redemption, you will become the most popular person here. Yangba couldn't help but remind him. Is it because of the invasion of the demon race? Yang Wu asked. Well, staying in the world of battle for a long time, you will absorb the demon qi. Over the years, there have been many elixirs to remove the demon qi among the various clans, but I found that they are far inferior to the spirit cleansing and evil suppressing elixir you refined. Yang Ba nodded in response. Time is limited. I don't have so much time to refine the spirit cleansing and evil suppressing pill, but if the clans need it, I will definitely support them. Yang Wu replied. Unknowingly, they were close to the battle realm, and people from the battle clans appeared to block their way. After Yang Ba showed his token, these people immediately let them go. It's Yang Ba from the Yang clan. It's rumored that this guy went to participate in the battle between the dragons and the phoenixes and entered the top 50 of the heavenly dragon list. Yang Ba has made a name for himself, but he's still a little bit inferior to the geniuses of the other battle clans. It's a pity that those guys are over the age limit. Otherwise, Yang Ba wouldn't have anything to do with them. Who's the young man in front of him? Why does he feel a little familiar? He's Yang Wu, the invincible young emperor. He actually came to the battle realm? Yes, it's the same as the rumors. It's really Yang Wu. Did he come to the battle realm to court death? After Yang Wu and his group jumped into the periphery of the battle realm, his name began to spread all over the battle realm. Yang Wu didn't pay attention to this. He sensed the situation in the periphery and found that there was indeed a wisp of demon race. It was denser than in the City of Redemption. If he absorbed too much, it would inevitably have a great impact on his soul. Where can I get the fierce demon token? Sun Do asked. It's not far ahead. No matter if you're a member of the battle clans or not, you can get the demon hunting token. The more demons you kill, the greater your reputation will be. After you reach a certain point, you can also get a reward, Yang Ba explained. Okay, I'll get a demon hunting token. Those inhumane demons should be killed. Sun Do said with a murderous look. Well, let's go to my Yang clan's territory first, Yang Wu replied. They came to the entrance of the periphery. There was a strong group of people stationed there. It was the people of the 8 great battle clans. They stayed in the battle realm all year round and were full of demon race. They had a bad temper and would beat people up if there was a disagreement. Yang Wu was followed by beautiful women like the little man and the white hair witch. They became the focus of attraction in their eyes. TSK, I haven't seen such a beautiful woman for a long time. God has opened his eyes. Such women are really the best. Who is the gigolo standing in front of them? He came to the battle realm so blatantly. Isn't he afraid of being eaten until not even his bones are left? Since I've seen it, I won't be polite. Don't mess around. Maybe you'll hit a steel plate. I haven't touched a woman for many years. It's rare to meet 2 of the best. Don't mess around. Beautiful brother is here. Chapter 1173. Once upon a time, when Yang Wu brought Shu Yujun to the City of Redemption, everyone there was full of negative emotions. Many hidden emotions in their hearts burst out, such as hostility, murderous intent, lust, and so on. There were more than a dozen people in front of him who had taken a fancy to the little man and the white-haired demoness. One was pure and lovely, while the other was beautiful and moving. When Yang Wu and his party saw those people coming, Yang Ba had already taken a step forward and shouted, "Do you want to die?" Yang Ba was full of domineering aura. His powerful deterrence was not something that ordinary people could resist. He had entered the semi-saint realm and was more powerful than when he was in the Dragon Phoenix abyss. Before the dozen people could get close, they were shocked by Yang Ba's powerful aura and vomited blood and rolled away. The people around were shocked. They felt that Yang Ba was like a real saint, unrivaled. Yang Ba didn't let them off just like that. He quickly swept over and kicked them until they exploded. "Prepare a demon hunting token for each of us." Yang Ba walked to the entrance and shouted at those stunned people. Before these people could react, an angry voice rang out, "Yang Ba, how dare you kill the guards of the world of battles?" A majestic holy chi rushed toward Yang Ba. This was the power of a real saint. It was not as simple as a semi-saint. Yang Ba raised his hand and condensed a battle axe. He slashed toward the power. Bang! That power was directly shattered, and it had no effect on Yang Ba at all. "LV Jiang, others are afraid of you, but I am not. Interfering with the demon hunter's entry into the world of battles is a capital offense. I'm just cleaning up these trash for you." Yang Ba responded domineeringly. A figure quietly appeared nearby. It was a middle-aged man wearing holy armor. He was LV Jiang, one of the guards of the entrance to the world of battles. Each of the 8 great battle clans had a guard here. Each guard took turns for half a year. Currently, it was LV Jiang's turn. Yang Ba had seen LV Jiang before and had been troubled by him. However, he didn't have the strength to resist back then. Now it was different. He wasn't afraid of LV Jiang, even if the other party was a grade 2, celestial saint. "Haha. It seems that you have become so arrogant after participating in the battle between the dragons and the phoenixes. How you manage my subordinates is not up to you. If you dare to kill them, you will pay with your life." LV Jiang laughed wildly and attacked Yang Ba again. Golden Silk Palm. The golden palm energy shot towards Yang Ba like silk. Thousands of golden lines contained an indestructible power. It was almost impossible for an opponent of the same level to withstand the power of this palm. LV Jiang was also one of the prodigies in the 2 previous Dragon Phoenix battles. Although he had reached the Star Rune realm and his speed of improvement was slow, his combat strength was still abnormal. Yang Ba Chao took a step forward, creating a deep hole in the ground. His other arm was raised high, and a huge axe was chopped down in anger, breaking all laws with brute force. No matter how LV Jiang's palm changed, in his opinion, he could easily break it with his axe. Bang! Sure enough, LV Jiang's palm energy was cut off by the power of Yang Ba's axe. Yang Ba was also shaken by the palm energy and continuously retreated several feet. He was still weaker. However, LV Jiang didn't think so. How old was Yang Ba? Moreover, he hadn't broken through to the Star Rune realm, yet he was able to block his attack. If he allowed this to continue, it would become a big problem in the future. Just as LV Jiang was about to attack again, another voice sounded, "LV Jiang, do you want to openly break the rules of the battle world?" A vigorous figure swept out. This figure was suffused with a blue light, and there were a few traces of devil chi floating. Obviously, this was a saint who had stayed in the battle world for many years and had been invaded by the devil chi. "It was your Yang clan's people who killed the guards first. If you want to talk about breaking the rules, it's you who did it." A few guards dared to have ideas about our Yang clan. They deserved to die. Who told them to have such guts? Well, this matter isn't over. I will report it to the higher-ups. At that time, you will be questioned. "Do you think I'm afraid of you?" The Yang clan's saint looked a little older than LV Jiang. He was a middle-aged man named Yang Cheetah. He was also one of the guards, and his strength was stronger than LV Jiang. LV Jiang didn't entangle with Yang Cheetah and quickly hid. The rules of the battle world were jointly set by the 8 great battle clans. No one could easily break them. Otherwise, they would be punished by the other clans. LV Jiang didn't dare to convict Yang Ba privately. He knew what had happened. It was those bastards who took the initiative to cause trouble. Their deaths were in vain. Those people weren't from the Battle Clan. They were just guards recruited by the Battle Clan. In this place where people fought with the Devil Clan every day, human life was worthless. Thank you, Saint Cheetah. Yang Ba cupped his hands to Yang Cheetah. Then he introduced Yang Wu to the Saint Elder. This is the young patriarch Yang Wu. My lord, he is Saint Yang Cheetah. Greetings to the young patriarch. When Yang Cheetah saw Yang Wu, he was very happy to greet him. He was a saint. When he saw the patriarch, he didn't need to kneel. When he saw the young patriarch, he didn't need to be too polite. After all, he hadn't become the patriarch yet. However, Yang Wu's position in the Yang clan was irreplaceable. He didn't dare to neglect Yang Wu. Saint Cheetah, you don't need to be so polite. Yang Wu cupped his hands and responded. I didn't know that the young patriarch would come. Otherwise, the old guys in the battle world would have come out to greet you. Yang Cheetah responded excitedly. Since Yang Wu became a top saint alchemist, many people in the Yang clan benefited, especially the saint elders in the battle world. Everyone got a Saint Dan to improve their strength. They broke through their original realm and increased their star rune realm by 1 or 2 levels. This greatly improved the strength of the Yang clan. This was the reason why he respected Yang Wu from the bottom of his heart. There's no need to make a big fuss. I just came to have a look. Yang Wu responded politely. It's good that you came to have a look. Don't stay in this damned place for a long time. The young patriarch has a promising future. You should cultivate well in the clan. It won't be too late to enter the battle world after you break through the Star Rune realm. Yang Cheetah responded to Yang Wu's words. Yang Wu smiled and didn't explain. He followed him into the battle world. As for the demon hunting token, Yang Cheetah could get it for them at any time. There was no need for the guards to do it. They walked into the array passage of the battle world and stepped into the real land of the battle world. Everything changed. The dusky heaven and earth were filled with dense demonic aura, giving birth to all kinds of auras that made people feel very uncomfortable. Those who were weak could easily be invaded by this demonic aura, causing negative emotions. If it was light, their minds would be in a trance, and if it was heavy, they would go berserk. This was not uncommon. It's really not a good place, Little Man said with a pout. I feel very close to it. White-haired Demoness said behind her. She had stayed in the City of Redemption for decades and absorbed a lot of demon chi. However, she was still able to guard her heart and restore her peak strength. It was not easy. She also gained some unexpected benefits from it. She had been eager to accept the demon chi again. Perhaps she could find her own martial arts. However, she preferred to stay by Yang Wu's side and die for him. Yang Wu was not afraid of the demon chi. He reminded the others, guard your heart and try not to absorb the demon chi. Otherwise, it's easy to stimulate negative emotions. Yes. The people behind him said in unison. Under Yang Cheetah's lead, they soon came to a place where the human clan lived. It was a very simple place. Everyone sat on the ground casually to cultivate. There were many stone houses and caves on the many mountain walls. These were the places where they recuperated. This large area belonged to the Battle Clan. There was also a piece of land that belonged to the human clan outside the Battle Clan. The Yang clan's territory was in a corner and was quite shabby. The arrival of Yang Wu and the others still caused a lot of commotion. Yang Wu had just won the Invincible Emperor title in the Battle of the Dragons and Phoenixes. His reputation had already spread to all realms, including the battle realm. Everyone in the battle realm grew up in battles. Their combat strength was very strong and was not weaker than the prodigies in the outside world at all. They even had more combat experience. If not for the environment here affecting their cultivation level, they would have grown faster than the prodigies in the outside world. When Yang Wu arrived at the Yang clan's territory, The people of the Yang clan were excited. The young clan leader is here. He looks quite energetic. I heard that he won the title of Invincible Emperor. He really made our Yang clan proud. It seems that he was also the one who reached the 12th level of the God of War pagoda a few years ago. Why would Yang Ba be willing to follow the young clan leader? He is famous for his bad temper. He doesn't care about anyone. The Yang clan had two armies in the battle realm. One was the Black Tortoise Army, and the other was the Azure Dragon Army. They were important to protect the Yang clan's territory in the battle realm. These two armies were led by the Black Tortoise Army and the Azure Dragon Army respectively. Not everyone could become a member of these two armies. They had to go through layers of screening before they could join the army. The two armies were divided into two tiers. The first tier was for the Heavenly Fish Realm and the Earth Sea Realm. They had the largest number of people, 50,000 each. The second tier was for the Dragon Transformation Realm and the Heavenly Fish Realm. They had 10,000 each. In total, there were 120,000 people. These represented the foundation of the Yang clan. They were the ones who continuously harvested mineral veins from the battle realm to support the development of the entire Yang clan. Now, Yang Ba was a Chiliarch in the second tier. This also represented his position in the Black Tortoise Army. Yang Yifan, who was still in the Yang clan, was also a Chiliarch. There were still captains above them. The Black Tortoise Army and the Azure Dragon Army would rotate every month. Every time they rotated, they would send 10,000 people to guard their own mines. Not only did they resist the attacks of the Demon Clan, but they also defended against other clans. When the Yang clan was at its peak, the Black Tortoise Army and the Azure Dragon Army each had millions of people. Over the years, their strength had weakened by more than 10 times. Yang Wu, why didn't you stay in the clan to cultivate? Why did you come here to die? A loud voice rang out in the Yang clan's territory. Chapter 1174. Yang Wu's status in the Yang family was very high. Even a saint wouldn't dare to scold him like this. However, he had just arrived in the Yang family's territory, and someone dared to scold him like this. This person was extremely bold. Yang Wu looked in the direction of the newcomer and raised his eyebrows. Leader of the Black Tortoise Army. Greetings, Lord Chief. Yang Ba had no choice but to bow when he saw the person. Most of the other members of the Yang family knelt down to pay their respects. This person was the leader of the Black Tortoise Army and one of the 3 most powerful figures in the Yang family, Yang Chaohui. A few years ago, Yang Wu had entered the 12th level of the God of War pagoda and became the focus of attention in the world of battles. At the same time, he was hunted by others. It was Yang Chaohui who saved him and helped him escape from the God of War city. It was also at that time that Yang Ba followed Yang Chaohui into the world of battles. After a few years, Yang Chaohui's strength had entered the 9th level of the Star Rune Realm. He was only 1 step away from the 10th level of the Star Rune Realm. The difference of 1 level was the difference between the realms. However, compared to the 7th level of the Star Rune Realm a few years ago, Yang Chaohui's strength had improved a lot. This also gave him a strong voice in the world of battles. After all, he still controlled the Black Turtle Seal, which was one of the ancestral weapons left by the ancestors of the Yang family. Without the Black Tortoise Seal, Yang Chaohui would have died in the world of battles. In the world of battles, Yang Chaohui's combat strength wasn't the strongest. There were still saints who had reached the 12th level of the Star Rune Realm. Even the leader of the Azure Dragon Army was a level higher than Yang Chaohui. He had reached the 10th level of the Star Rune Realm. In the past, Yang Chaohui was lower than the leader of the Azure Dragon Army. Now that he had jumped 2 levels of the Star Rune Realm and had the Black Tortoise Seal, he wasn't afraid of the top saints at the 12th level of the Star Rune Realm. Naturally, he wouldn't be afraid of the leader of the Azure Dragon Army. Yang Chaohui scolded Yang Wu as soon as he appeared. After all, he was the leader of the strongest army. His status wasn't lower than the leaders. In some ways, he had more power than the leader. The chief was in charge of internal affairs, while the leaders of the Black Tortoise Army and the Azure Dragon Army had real power. Yang Wu looked at Yang Chaohun and replied, "Leader Chaohui, I didn't come to the world of battles to die. Do you really think that you are invincible just because you have the title of Invincible Emperor? You probably know that I have many Dragon Transformation Realm clansmen here who can defeat you. If you don't want to die, then scram back and improve your strength. Don't come here and embarrass yourself." Yang Chaohui looked at Yang Wu with disdain. Several years ago, when Yang Wu had stepped onto the 12th level of the God of War Pagoda, he had personally tried to recruit Yang Wu to join the Black Tortoise Army. However, Yang Wu had actually rejected him. In his opinion, Yang Wu was a coward. Even though he had obtained the title of Invincible Emperor, he was still a greenhouse flower that had never experienced the baptism of demonic blood. "Leader, you underestimate the worth of the title of Invincible Emperor," Yang Cheetah said from the side. Yang Ba also spoke up for Yang Wu. "The Lord is the Invincible Emperor who has won tens of thousands of battles. Even I am no match for the Lord. Who do you think you are? A mere chiliarch. You don't mean anything." Yang Chaohui glared at Yang Wu. Then he looked at Yang Wu and said, "Since you are so powerful, are you willing to accept the challenge of a major in the Black Tortoise Army? If you win, you can stay. If you lose, you can scram back." "I don't accept." Yang Wu refused without hesitation. "Then scram!" Yang Chaohui shouted. The anger of a high-level sage was so domineering that ordinary sages would be scared witless in front of him. "I challenge you." Yang Wu was not moved at all. He licked his lips and revealed an incomparably fanatical expression. The surrounding people revealed an incomparably shocked expression, especially the people of the Yang clan. In their eyes, Yang Chaohui was their spiritual leader. He led them to victory after victory and slaughtered countless demons. His combat strength was extremely powerful. Yang Wu actually dared to challenge him. This was too bold. "Haha, you really have guts. You should know that I will not show mercy when I attack. No matter if you are the young clan head or the clan head, if I kill you by accident, no one will care about me." Yang Chaohui laughed wildly. "You look down on me, but when have I ever been afraid of you? Don't talk nonsense. Do you accept the challenge?" Yang Wu's fighting spirit was high. A black tortoise appeared behind him. The bloodline in his body had already begun to boil. His bloodline power could suppress those of the same clan with a lower bloodline. This was also the reason why he was not afraid of Yang Chaohui. Moreover, he also had his own trump card. "Very good. At least you have a little bit of the spirit of the Emperor. I will give you a chance. I will suppress my power to the same level as yours. If you can defeat me, I will let you stay." Yang Chaohui responded. "At the same level, I will kill you like a dog." Yang Wu shouted with an arrogant tone. "Arrogance does not mean that you are strong enough. Let's fight." Yang Chaohui said coldly. He forced out a drop of essence blood. A strand of soul power sank into the essence blood and quickly condensed into a blood shadow doppelganger. This doppelganger can last for 2 hours. You can defeat it in 2 hours. Yang Chaohui said. The power of this doppelganger was the pinnacle of the dragon transformation realm. However, it contained Saint Chi and was many times stronger than an ordinary dragon transformation realm warrior. "You look down on me too much." Yang Wu shook his head and said, "Show me what you are capable of and let me look up to you. Kill this doppelganger in one move." "Haha, how arrogant. If you really want to kill my doppelganger in one move, I will protect you in the world of battles. Are you ready? You can come at any time." Just as Yang Chaohui's voice fell, his blood shadow doppelganger had already rushed toward Yang Wu. It was worthy of being called the blood shadow doppelganger of a high-level saint. Even if it was at the pinnacle of the dragon transformation realm, the power of Saint Chi that burst out was comparable to the power of a level 3-star pattern realm saint. Yang Chaohui did not think that Yang Wu was weak. To be able to become the Emperor of Invincibility, he must at least have the power of a level 3 star pattern realm saint. His doppelganger naturally could not be weaker than Yang Wu. He wanted Yang Wu to suffer and retreat. It was not easy for the Yang family to have a good seedling. He absolutely could not fall in the world of battles. Therefore, he hoped that Yang Wu would return to the family and cultivate well. It would not be too late to train in the world of battles after he reached the star pattern realm. His way of thinking was different from a few years ago. After all, Yang Wu was a top saint pharmacist. His future was limitless. There was no need for him to train in the world of battles. He could stay in the family and contribute more to the family. Who could understand his good intentions? When the blood shadow doppelganger moved, Yang Wu also moved, and he was faster than the blood shadow doppelganger. Light star. Suddenly, a burst of fire flashed like the sun. It was very dazzling and unbearable. The blood shadow doppelganger that was rushing over also felt the strong burning power of the light. The blood shadow paused for a moment. It was also at this moment that the light star, which contained the power of a high-level flame, swallowed it on the spot. Bang! The blood shadow doppelganger contained Saint Qi, but it could not withstand the burning of the high-level Saint Fire. Moreover, it also contained the extremely powerful power of the light star. This was a secret skill that Yang Wu had comprehended after refining the light star. Its power was amazing. How could a blood shadow doppelganger resist it? It killed the blood shadow doppelganger in one move. Yang Chaohui and the others were stunned. Yang Cheetah was even more excited as he shouted, "Powerful, the young patriarch is really too powerful." Yang Cheetah was only at the peak of the second level of the Star Rune realm. He felt that he might not be able to withstand Yang Wu's attack just now. He really killed the leader's blood shadow doppelganger in one move. The young patriarch's battle power is too strong. I didn't even see how he attacked, and it was already over. Is this the strength of the invincible emperor? The young patriarch is a member of our Yang clan. Why does he still possess the power of flames? Idiot, I thought that innate strength would also have different profound qi. Otherwise, how could the young patriarch become an alchemist? From now on, the young patriarch is my idol. Compared to him, the others are weak. Yang Chaohui took a light breath and said, as expected of the invincible emperor, "I admit your strength. Wherever the young patriarch wants to go, I will accompany you." Leader Chaohui, you don't need to do this. I just came to find something. After I get it, I will leave. I won't stay for long. Yang Wu replied. What do you need to find? Can I do it for you? There's no need for that. Only I can sense it. No one else can sense its existence. Well, if you need anything, please let me know. The world of battles is very dangerous. Next, I will hold a reception for the young patriarch. Yang Chaohui recognized Yang Wu's strength and lowered his attitude. Yang Wu didn't care about the ceremony. His time was limited. He just let Yang Chaohui introduce him to the important people here. Then, he learned more about the situation in the world of battles and prepared to find the Xian essence Qi. In the world of battles, the Yang clan's territory was divided into two parts. One was a cultivation area and the other was a mining area. The cultivation area was the place where Yang Wu came. The demon Qi was relatively weak, so it was better for cultivation. The mining area was in the depths of the second layer, where the demon clan often appeared. Turned out that there were less than 20 saints in the world of battles. Compared to the other battle clans, they were much weaker. Fortunately, in the past 2 years, Yang Wu had provided medicinal pills. The number of saints in the Yang clan had reached 50, which was barely close to the other battle clans. However, there were still very few saints above the middle level, let alone high-level saint. Yang Wu learned from Yang Chaohui that the other battle clans had more than 100 or 200 saint. Only then did he understand how difficult it was for the Yang clan to survive in the world of battles. Just as Yang Wu and Yang Chaohui were talking, there was a burst of power in the distance. The sky and earth seemed to shake. It was extremely frightening. Oh no, something happened in the mining area. That's the highest signal for help. Yang Chaohui exclaimed. Chapter 1175. The recuperation area and the mining area were 10,000 miles apart, which was not far for warriors. When Yang Chaohui saw the highest distress signal, he quickly summoned all the Black Tortoise army and rushed towards the mining area. His Black Tortoise seal could fuse with the power of the Black Tortoise army and increase his battle strength. He could even fight against a pinnacle saint. Yang Wu followed without hesitation. The family's matter was his matter. How could he sit back and do nothing? Soon, they arrived at the mining area and saw a large number of demons besieging the Yang family. This time, there were a lot of devils, at least 200,000 of them. There were all kinds of devils, and they besieged the Yang family. The Yang family only had a few tens of thousands of troops to protect them. Even with the help of the array, they still couldn't stop the advance of the devils. Rumble, rumble! The fierce battle bombarded the area, but the mountains did not suffer much damage. The mountains were incomparably hard. The Yang family's men were killed one by one. There were demons who caught Yang family members and ate their flesh raw, and there were also demons who slowly and cruelly slaughtered them, making them unable to live and unable to die. Kill them all! A demon saint's voice faintly sounded. Retreat, retreat quickly. Don't fight them head-on. They are crazy. The Yang family's Azure Dragon army leader roared. It had been a long time since the demons launched such a terrifying attack. This was the territory that the humans had occupied long ago. The 8 great battle clans had their armies stationed here. They must have planned this for a long time. In other directions, there were 2 million demons attacking the other battle clans. Such a number could be said to be terrifying. When Yang Chaohui and Yang Wu descended at full speed, they saw the densely packed demons and instantly felt their scalps go numb. Damn it, are the demons trying to invade the transcendent world again? Yang Chaohui cursed. He took out a seal and poured his power into it. A huge tortoise shadow appeared and the seal smashed down. Humph, Yang Chaohui has been waiting for you for a long time. A demon saint snorted and charged towards Yang Chaohui with a tyrannical demonic chi. Yang Chaohui was engaged in a fierce battle with the devil saint, and he had no time to pay attention to Yang Wu. Yang Wu, on the other hand, could clearly sense the location of another type of profound essence chi. He gazed into the distance and saw a strange devil mountain emitting a boundless amount of devil chi. It was as though there was a terrifying devil race residing there, and no living beings could get close to it. The mysterious essence chi is over there, Yang Wu said to Little He. Maybe it's because the mystic essence chi is about to appear, and a powerful devil race expert is coming to collect it. That's why the devil race is chasing you humans away. It's better to stay alive, Little He replied. How can the demon clans almighty take the mysterious essence chi? Yang Wu was anxious. Every kind of Xian essence chi was extremely important to him. Without it, he could not continue to improve. He would never allow the Xian essence chi to be taken by other creatures. It's not that easy to collect mystic essence chi, Little He said again. This time, Yang Wu did not have time to respond to Little He. A powerful devil race was charging towards him. The devil winged dragon race was a devil race that was good at flying. They were extremely bloodthirsty. Dozens of them rushed towards Yang Wu's position, spitting devil chi at Yang Wu. Roar! Roar! These earth-shattering roars made people tremble in fear. Before these devil-winged dragon race could reach Yang Wu, a silver light flashed and quickly wiped out these dozens of devil-winged dragon race. Lord, be careful! White Hair She-Devil said, and began to slaughter the devil race that was approaching from all directions. Some devil saints also rushed over, not giving White Hair She-Devil the chance to kill their companions. The flesh of a human woman must be delicious. Devil Saint roared bloodthirstily. Yang Wu also wanted to immediately slaughter the devil race, but his mind was very calm. He had experienced many great battles, but battles of this scale were still rare. The battles of hundreds of thousands of people in the mortal world were like child's play compared to this. 4 Saint Realm creatures, they could kill thousands or even tens of thousands of creatures with a single palm. The Yang clan's forces were too few. It was difficult for them to resist the 200,000 devil race army. They had no choice but to send out a signal for help. To catch bandits, first catch the leader. Little Hay, do you have a way to find the strongest devil race and kill him first? Yang Wu asked Little Hay. I can find him, but you may not be able to kill him. Little Hay replied. Help me. Yang Wu said. I can't help you every time. That will make you dependent on me. Little Hay replied and then pointed to a devil race demon in the distance. He is the strongest devil race demon, a top devil saint. Even if you work together with the sacred mandala flower, you can't kill him. In that case, I can only protect my Yang clan's son and retreat first. Yang Wu also realized the difficulty and had no choice. He controlled the ice blade wings to kill the devil race creatures in front of him. There were tens of thousands of devil-winged dragons. They were the overlords of the sky and were a great threat. Killing them would be beneficial to the Yang clan's retreat. Pu. In the blink of an eye, dozens of devil-winged dragons were killed. The ice wing blade's invisible killing power was too strong. These devil-winged dragons couldn't detect its existence at all. The ice wing blade split in two and spun in the air. A large number of devil-winged dragons fell madly. Damn it, there's an invisible attack. Everyone be careful. The devil-winged dragon leader screamed. Die! Yang Wu controlled the ice wing blade to quickly slash at the devil-winged dragon. This demonic winged dragon was only at the initial Saint Realm. Even if it realized that there was a hidden killing power, it couldn't avoid Yang Wu's astonishing attack. It was instantly split into 2 halves, and the cold aura froze it into ice. After soaking in the 2nd grade immortal liquid, my innate power has advanced to the 2nd stage. Its killing power is even stronger. Yang Wu was very satisfied. Just as he was about to go save the Yang clan's other members, a powerful devil saint's power slammed in his direction. Yang Wu reacted quickly and dodged the other party's attack. Young human's reaction is really fast. But you can only become my food. An 8-arms demon ape stepped in the air and said. This was the strength of a mid-level devil saint. The dense devil chi it emitted was extremely dense. Who do you think you are? Yang Wu looked at the 8-arms demon ape with contempt and shouted. In the next moment, Yang Wu took the initiative to rush toward the 8-arms demon ape. You're really courageous. You're courting death. The 8-arms demon ape roared. One of its arms held a giant axe and chopped down furiously at Yang Wu. Wind God's leg. Barbaric God's arm. Wind God's leg increased speed. It could also explode with extreme speed in midair. After dodging the opponent's attack, the barbaric God's arm hit the 8-arms demon ape's shoulder like a long whip. Bang! This arm was so powerful that it instantly shattered the 8-arms demon ape's shoulder. A terrible death chi and devouring power entered the ape's body and quickly wiped out a large amount of its vitality. The 8-arms demon ape was shocked. Before it could react, Yang Wu's arm slammed down again and broke both of its arms. The 8-arms demon ape didn't have the strength to resist at all. It was blown up by Yang Wu's swift and violent attack. Yang Wu's innate power in the 2nd stage was extremely powerful. The opponent was only an ordinary mid-level devil saint. He could easily kill it. Unless it was a devil who had reached the late-stage intermediate saint realm, he would feel some pressure. At this time, Sun Do, Yang Ba, and Little Man rushed over and joined the battle. It's more important to save people first, Yang Wu said to them and rushed down to the mining area. There were a large number of devil race creatures besieging the Yangs. It was difficult for the Yangs to resist. The Black Tortoise army brought by Yang Chaohui eased the situation. The Yang family's two great armies, the Black Tortoise and the Azure Dragon, were both experts capable of fighting against 100 demons. When they joined forces and displayed the might of their battle formations, they were still able to resist the demon race army that was more numerous and stronger than them. This kind of courage was not something that just anyone could possess. Yang Wu didn't dare to hold back. He had to kill the devil race with all his strength to reduce the damage to the family. The Ice Blade Wing rushed into the devil race army. When it swept past, the heads of the devil race were chopped off. Thousands of devils died in the blink of an eye. Such a strange killing method gave the demon race beings a huge fright. Yang Wu also took out his innate warrior weapon. Blue Demonis controlled the phoenix feather fan and fanned it wildly. The overwhelming fire enveloped the devil race army. Thousands of devil race creatures would be killed if they were hit. Stop his attack. The devil race creatures were not to be trifled with. Several devil saints rushed toward Yang Wu at the same time and blocked the attack of the phoenix feather fan. Unfortunately, the power of the innate warrior weapon was not something they could block. Moreover, Blue Demonis had become a high-level Saint Fire and had gained intelligence. She could avoid the interference of the Saint Force and control the feather fan to fan the devil race army. Thousands of devil race creatures were killed. Roar! Roar! Many devil race creatures howled crazily, causing chaos among the other devil race creatures. The overall threat was reduced by a lot. Follow my hand seal and leave this place quickly. Yang Chaohui rushed over with the Black Tortoise seal. He released the spirit of Black Tortoise and combined it with the Black Tortoise seal. With a burst of power, he broke into the army of the Black Tortoise clan. Hand seal spirit. The Black Tortoise army of the Yang clan shouted in unison. They released all their battle chi and poured it into the Black Tortoise seal. The Black Tortoise seal grew bigger and bigger, forming a giant black tortoise that swept in all directions. This was the Black Tortoise army's strongest weapon. In the other direction, the Azure Dragon army was also exerting their strength. The leader held the Azure Dragon sword and led the Azure Dragon army to tear apart the Devil Race army's defense line. Unfortunately, it was not enough. The Devil Race army was too big and their strength was very strong. When they combined their strength, the explosive attack caused heavy casualties. Hold on with all your strength. The leader of the Azure Dragon army shouted heartbreakingly. When the mysterious leader of the Yang clan was about to save them, he was stopped by the most powerful devil saint of the devil race. I've tolerated you for so long. Today, it's time to end it. The top devil saint said with cold eyes. Chapter 1176. The cold world of battles, the thick devil chi, and the boundless killing intent were extremely oppressive and gloomy. This was the border between the transcendent world and the devil world. If one went deep into the devil world, it would be a land of endless darkness. Among the 200,000 demons attacking the Yang family's mining area, the most powerful one was this bloodthirsty demon. His name was Bloodthirsty Silkworm, and he was a top-tier demon. He had many talents such as Bloodthirsty, Evil Poison, Rebirth from Blood, and so on. He came from the depths of the Devil Clan. Not only did he have to protect the Devil Mountain's treasure, but he also had to kill the Yang family. In addition to the Black Tortoise leader and the Azure Dragon leader, the Yang family had another strongest leader. He was also the Yang family sage, who had stayed in the world of battles for the longest time. This sage would not appear unless it was a matter of life and death. He was already at the age of death. His name was Yang Hanlin, and he was the sage of the Azure bloodline. If Gong Xilan was the pillar of the Yang family, then Yang Hanlin was the pillar of the Yang family in the world of battles. He had been fighting in the world of battles for nearly 10,000 years since his youth. It could be said that he had made great contributions to the Yang family. The Azure bloodline was able to gain power because of his existence. It was a pity that he could not break through the connecting heaven realm. Otherwise, his status would be equal to Gong Xilan's. Yang Hanlin was also recognized as the leader of the Yang family in the world of battles. Yang Chaohui and the Azure Dragon leader Yang Songbua were the second and third leaders. After Yang Hanlin was blocked by the fishy silkworm, it was difficult for him to divert his attention to save the Yang family. His life was coming to an end, and there was a large amount of devil chi in his body that could explode at any time. Once he fell into the devil realm, he was afraid that he would even kill his own people. This is all I can do for this battle. Yang Hanlin sighed helplessly. As long as he stopped the fishy silkworm, the Yang family would have more chances to survive. The Devil Clan army and the Yang family army were enraged. The mission of the Devil Clan army was to kill as many humans as they could. They must not retreat, or those who retreated would die. As for the Yang family army, they were trying to get as many people as possible to escape. They had lost the initiative, and now they only had 80,000 people. It was extremely difficult for them to deal with the 200,000-strong Devil Race army. There were also many Yang family soldiers in the cultivation district who were unable to participate in the battle. Some of them were in seclusion, some were scattered to train, and some were recuperating from their injuries. There was no way for them to come and provide support. After Yang Wu used the Xiantian warrior weapon, he began to receive the attention of the Great Devil Saint. Fortunately, there were only 4 Great Devil Saints here, and they were dealing with Yang Chaohui and Yang Songbua respectively. The rest of the Great Devil Saints were between primary and intermediate Great Devil Saints, so they were not much of a threat to him. In the eyes of the devils, this force was enough to eradicate the Yang family army. Even with the support of Yang Wu and the others in their eyes, it was just a drop in the bucket, not worth mentioning at all. Shao Man, eat them all for me. Yang Wu summoned the holy mandala flower again. The sacred mandala flower quickly rushed out of his arm and rushed down towards the demons below. Swoosh! Suddenly, countless flower vines grew out from the ground, covering the sky and covering the earth. The Devil Race's creatures didn't know what was going on and were bound by the flower vines. Soon, they were cut into 2 halves. There were even more Devil Race's creatures that were pierced through by the flower vines. They simply couldn't stop the attack of the sacred mandala flower. In the blink of an eye, thousands of demons were killed by the sacred mandala flower. Such lethality greatly reduced the threat of the Great Devil Saints to the Yang family. The Black Tortoise Army and the Azure Dragon Army finally got a chance to breathe and fought their way out with all their might. There are human powerhouses coming to slow us down, we have to work harder. The power of a Great Devil Saint sounded. Yang Wu rushed to the front of the Azure Dragon Army, frantically opening a path for them with the ice-winged blade. He attacked continuously with the Xiantian warrior weapon, not daring to hold back at all. With the help of Yang Wu, the Azure Dragon Army finally managed to kill their way out. The Black Tortoise Army and the Azure Dragon Army gathered together and retreated at full speed towards the human cultivation area. Yang Wu didn't want to continue fighting and transmitted to his people, "Let's go back." Yang Wu took out a dozen or so demons with the 2 blades and 3 dragons' spear, then retreated with his people. Yang Hanlin, who was fighting with the fish-devouring silkworm, didn't stay either and quickly fled after exchanging a blow with his opponent. The fish-devouring silkworm didn't give chase either. He licked his lips and murmured, "I sucked out most of his blood and injured him heavily. This Yang family member is definitely dead. My lord, should we give chase?" A great devil saint came to the fish-devouring silkworm's side and asked. "There's no need to. Our main responsibility is to clear out the small fries here. We'll return once the demon sovereign has obtained the treasure." The fish-devouring silkworm replied. "Understood." The great devil saint didn't dare raise any objections. They'd killed close to 10,000 humans in the battle just now, but they'd lost more than 50,000. It couldn't be considered a true victory. The people of the Yang family had completely retreated to the cultivation area. Many people were seriously injured, and the rest were more or less lightly injured. Everyone looked very depressed. This was the biggest loss they'd suffered in 100 years. Yang Songbua, what's wrong with you? You didn't even know that the demon race had attacked. Yang Chaohui's voice sounded. He was questioning the leader of the Azure Dragon Legion, Yang Songbua. Do you think I wanted to? They came too suddenly. By the time I noticed, they'd already arrived. Didn't you see that they even attacked the other races? It must be the demon god who brought them here. How do you want me to know? Another voice responded with dissatisfaction. Damn it, 10,000 of our men died. What do these demons want to do? They don't look like they're going to attack the exit of the world of battles. Are they just going to drive us out? After the two leaders talked for a while, they remembered Yang Wu who'd saved them. If it weren't for the young master's help, more of our people would have died. You should thank the young master. Yang Chaohui pointed in the direction of Yang Wu and shouted. At this moment, Yang Wu became the focus of all the Yang family members. It was the first time for many of the Yang family members to see Yang Wu. Seeing this young man who seemed to be 18 or 19 years old, it was hard to believe that he was their young master. They were stunned for a moment, and then they knelt down toward Yang Wu and said in unison, "Thank you, young master, for saving us. We're all family. You don't have to be so polite." Yang Wu replied. After a pause, he looked at Yang Chaohui and Yang Gongbua and said, "Can I say a few words to them? You're the young master." "Of course you can," Yang Chaohui replied. "Just say it," Yang Songbua said indifferently. Yang Wu nodded gently, then looked at the Yang family members and asked, "You're all good men of the Yang family. You've stayed in the world of battles for a long time and absorbed a lot of demon chi. Even with the help of some elixirs, you still can't get rid of the demon chi, which also affects your fighting. If the demon chi in your body is removed, can you defeat those demons?" "Yes." All the members of the Yang family shouted in unison. Over the years, they had killed countless demons, and their willpower was incomparably firm. Even if they contained some negative emotions, they could still maintain a clear state of mind. Once they removed the influence of the devil chi, their willpower would rapidly improve, and their fighting strength would also become stronger. "Can you really remove the demonic chi?" A figure descended from the sky and looked at Yang Wu as he spoke. The person who came was Yang Hanlin. His breathing was extremely messy, and his condition was not very good. "Yes," Yang Wu said with certainty. "Help me suppress the demon chi first. Otherwise I'll go crazy," Yang Hanlin said urgently. Yang Songbua hurriedly said from the side, "Please save the big leader first." The others also said in unison, "Please save the big leader first." "Okay, I'll save him first. You guys recover from your injuries first. Later, I'll help you get rid of the demon chi one by one," Yang Wu said decisively. Soon, Yang Wu and Yang Hanlin quickly went to a cave. That cave was where Yang Hanlin secluded himself. "What materials do you need? I may have limited supplies here," Yang Hanlin asked Yang Wu. "You heal first." "I'll think about it," Yang Wu said as he handed a healing pill to Yang Hanlin. "I'm almost there. If I can restrain the demon chi, I can go one step further. My Yang family's son will be guaranteed. Unfortunately, you're too late." Yang Hanlin took the pill and sighed softly. He sat down cross-legged to recuperate. "Little Hay, do you have any way to help him expel the demon chi quickly? The soul-cleansing and evil-suppressing pill is obviously not enough. It seems that refining the soul-cleansing pill is also not enough. The demon chi he absorbs is too strong. He's almost demonized." Yang Wu asked Little Hay. Yang Wu had been to the City of Redemption before. He could feel Yang Hanlin's terrible situation. Yang Hanlin had been fighting in the world of battles since he was a teenager. After countless years, the celestial chi in his body contained a large amount of demon chi. It was very difficult to purify the demon chi. After all, he had reached the peak of the Saint Realm. Only a god-level pill could save him. However, Yang Wu was not a god-level alchemist. The simplest and most direct way is to give him a drop of immortal liquid. Not only can he get rid of the demon chi, but he can also break through the shackles and improve his strength. Little Hay responded. After a pause, she added, "It's just that the demon chi in his body is deeply rooted. It's hard to say whether he will demonize after the breakthrough. Even the immortal liquid can't help him get rid of the demon chi? The immortal liquid has an effect on any creature, even the demon clan. Because of this, the power of the immortal liquid will not eliminate the demon chi. It will even help the demon chi evolve. After the breakthrough, there may be a mutation. It seems that we can only refine the soul-cleansing pill? This is a conservative method. Perhaps there is another way that may be more direct." "What is it? Tell me quickly." "Help him control the demon chi. Not only can it help him get rid of the demon chi, but he can also use the demon chi to improve his strength. However, he may be regarded as a demon by you humans." "You mean to let him practice the demon path?" Chapter 1177. The Devil Tao was considered one of the evil paths, and it was a forbidden power in the human race. Once the Devil Tao was discovered, it would be punished by the entire human race. The Devil Tao had always existed because once it reached a certain level of strength, no one would dare to provoke it. The ones being hunted down were only the weak Devil Tao cultivators. Like the king of Hell's palace, who would dare to provoke them? The Devil Tao was also a type of martial cultivation. As long as one's heart did not become a devil, they could still be considered a righteous sect. This was what Little Hay said. Only the most powerful experts would agree with this statement. Ordinary cultivators had not reached that level to look at this problem. Little Hay spoke about the Devil Tao, so it naturally had a method to cultivate it. The key was whether or not Yang Hanlin dared to risk universal condemnation. Yang Hanlin had almost fully recovered from his injuries, but his appearance had aged quite a bit. The devil chi floating around his body had become even more intense, and the evil aura in his old eyes had become even more intense. Fortunately, his willpower was incomparably firm, and he was still able to firmly suppress it. He said to Yang Wu with difficulty, "Hurry up and kill me, I'm afraid I can't control this devil chi. Here is a divine liquid and a pure evil suppressing pill. Take it first." Yang Wu took out 2 more things and gave them to Yang Hanlin. I can't suppress anything." Yang Hanlin's face twisted as he said. "Trust me," Yang Wu said with certainty. Yang Hanlin no longer hesitated and took the 2nd-grade immortal liquid and the pure evil suppressing pill. The 2nd-grade immortal liquid could heal injuries and replenish strength. The pure evil suppressing pill was a minor saint pill that specialized in dealing with devil chi. It could greatly alleviate Yang Hanlin's devil chi. Soon, Yang Hanlin's devil chi was suppressed, and his condition clearly improved by a lot. This is a divine liquid?" Yang Hanlin excitedly opened his eyes and asked. Yang Wu replied, "It can be considered so. Many thanks to young master for saving me." Yang Hanlin said with incomparable gratitude. He clearly felt that his lifespan seemed to have increased a lot, so he suspected that Yang Wu gave him a divine liquid. Only a divine liquid could increase his lifespan. A divine liquid was very precious, but Yang Wu actually gave it to him. He was also willing to call Yang Wu young master. "Big leader, you don't need to be so polite. You have contributed a lot to the clan. Our entire clan is grateful to you," Yang Wu said sincerely. "I'm sorry." "Oh, why do you say that?" Yang Wu asked in surprise. There should be a powerful god-level monster in the Demon Mountain, which attracted the attention of the demon god. Otherwise, the demon clan would not clean up the human race in the mining area. Presumably, the old guys of the other clans do not want the demon god to get the god-level monster smoothly. They will definitely stop it. Therefore, the civil war will not be peaceful in the short term. I noticed it too late. If I had noticed it earlier, I would have let the clan evacuate first. God-level monster? Is it the Xian essence chi? Yang Wu doubted in his heart, and then he said, My business is not urgent. Let's talk about your business first. My business? Yang Hanlin asked with a puzzled face. Solve the devil chi in your body. Yang Wu said seriously. Young master, do you have a way? Yang Hanlin asked expectantly. After a pause, he said self-deprecatingly, Don't count on it. The devil chi in my body has formed. There is no way to get rid of it. Even if I destroy my own strength, it will not work. I am considered a half-demon. Let me die in the world of battles for the rest of my life. Yang Hanlin was very open-minded. He did not feel sad at all. He only hated that he could not kill more demons and make more military contributions for the Yang clan. Yang Wu sincerely admired such an old man. He said in a deep voice, I have a way to solve your devil chi. It can even help you break through to a higher realm. But there will be a certain price. I don't know if you are willing to accept it? Yang Hanlin was surprised. Really? Why would I joke about this? I have a devil art here. As long as you cultivate this devil art, not only will you be able to control your devil chi, you may even be able to enter the Jade Moon realm. But you will fall into the devil path. As for your reputation, Yang Wu said thoughtfully, Haha, I thought there was something to consider. There is no need to consider this at all. Once I break through to the Jade Moon realm, who will dare say half a word? Not to mention that I stay in the world of battles all year round. Even if I can use the devil chi, who will dare say half a word? Yang Hanlin laughed. Then he said, Young master, what level of devil art do you have? If the level is too low, I am afraid it will not have any effect. You are right. Since there is no burden in this area, I will pass it to you. I guarantee that you will be able to break through to the Jade Moon realm. Yang Wu said with a sigh of relief. He was not only worried about Yang Hanlin, but also whether or not his relationship with Yang Hanlin would affect the reputation of the Yang clan. This absolutely could not happen. Very quickly, Yang Wu passed the devil god arts that Little Hay had given him to Yang Hanlin. In Blackie's eyes, the demonic god arts was only an extremely low-level demonic art. However, in the transcendental world, it was comparable to a top-level demonic art. It could definitely help Yang Hanlin reach the Jade Moon realm. Cultivating this devil art would allow one to become a god. This was also the reason why it was called the Devil God Art. After Yang Hanlin received the Devil God Arts, he was incomparably ecstatic. This was definitely the most suitable devil art for him to cultivate. Once he completely transformed it, he would directly enter the Jade Moon realm. Many thanks to the young master for his grace. Yang Hanlin knelt without hesitation. His lifespan was almost up and he had been severely injured by the blood-devouring demon. He felt that he would not be able to last much longer. He never thought that Yang Wu would give him hope. Yang Wu supported Yang Hanlin and said, Family elder, don't be like this. You'll make this little one suffer. Once you break through to the Jade Moon realm, the Yang family's position here will be even more stable. Yang Hanlin confidently patted his chest and said, I definitely won't disappoint the young master. He then asked, Young master said that you can cure the devil chi in the family's children. Could it be that you want them to cultivate a devil art? Yang Wu shook his head and said, Of course not. I plan to use medicinal liquid or pills to help them. Perhaps I should set up a devil cleansing pool here, but it will take some time. Devil cleansing pool? Yang Hanlin's face was filled with confusion. Actually, this was a method that Yang Wu had thought of on the spur of the moment. If he could create a spring that could cleanse the devil chi in everyone's bodies, then it would be a long-term solution. However, he did not have enough materials to set up a devil cleansing pool. Not only did he need a large amount of herbs, he also needed to add in some special materials to make it work for a long time. Before that, Yang Wu had to first obtain the mysterious essence chi. This was his top priority. Furthermore, Yang Hanlin completely believed in Yang Wu's abilities. They called Yang Chaohui and Yang Songhua over to prepare the devil cleansing pool. When Yang Chaohui and Yang Songhua heard this, they were overjoyed. They had been troubled by the devil qi for a long time. If they could find a way to cure the devil qi, then the Yang family would have nothing to fear in this territory. They could even let more people come here to temper themselves. It wouldn't be long before they could surpass the other families. Yang Wu told them about the materials he needed. He listed out what he had and what he didn't have. He couldn't do it alone, so he needed them to help him. Yang Hanlin, Yang Chaohui, and Yang Songhua were all saint-leveled cultivators. They had stayed in the world of battles for many years and had collected a large amount of herbs and ores. They could satisfy many of the requirements for the devil cleansing pool. They only needed 1/3 of the materials. Yang Wu asked Little Hay in private. Little Hay didn't drop the ball at the critical moment. She was willing to take out a lot of materials, even powerful divine materials. This made Yang Wu ecstatic. Later, Yang Wu called white-haired Demoness over. He needed her to go to the Alchemist Union immediately to buy the materials. White-haired Demoness accepted the order and left. After making these arrangements, Yang Wu temporarily stayed in the cultivation area. He also heard about the other mining areas being attacked by the Devil Clan. This was the largest attack launched by the Devil Clan in 100 years. The various families also suffered a lot of losses. A lot of people were killed or injured. This was the fate of the Battle Clan. When you gain something, you have to give something. There were many mineral veins in the world of battles, but the death rate was really high. In the past, the various families would definitely gather their troops to attack the Devil Clan again and regain the mineral veins. But this time, the Yang family didn't make a move for the time being. They wanted to wait for Yang Wu to finish building the Devil Cleansing Pool before they set off. Before the Devil Cleansing Pool was built, they needed to cultivate their bodies and minds. At the same time, Yang Wu was preparing to take Little Hay to the Devil Mountain. Xian Jing's aura was unstoppable. No one could stop him, not even if the Devil God was there. On this point, Xiao He had the same idea as him. Just kill Devil Gods, Little Hay said domineeringly. The Devil Clan's army has blocked the way to the Devil Mountain. It's a big problem to get close, Yang Wu said. After a while, he sighed softly. If I had you use Dream Wedding Dress, I wouldn't be so distressed. Woof, woof, with this immortal emperor here, this is not a problem. You have a way? I'll pass on a concealment technique to you. Concealment technique? What kind of high-level secret technique is that? The concealment technique was really not a high-level secret technique. It was just a secret technique that could completely hide the vitality and aura of a living creature. As long as these were completely hidden, if one didn't look carefully with the naked eye, they wouldn't be able to believe that there was life. Powerful creatures could sense the existence of life through aura, and the concealment technique was used to avoid being discovered by powerful experts. Little Hay passed on the concealment technique. After Yang Wu received the inheritance, he immediately began to cultivate. He didn't want to waste a moment. Chapter 1178. Although the concealment technique wasn't a high-level technique, the one Little Hay taught him was definitely the best concealment technique. It could retract the aura of every single pore, making it seem as though it was dead. No living being would be able to sense it. With this concealment technique, the chances of him sneaking into the Demon Mountain would increase greatly. Yang Wu cultivated at his fastest speed. In just 3 days, he had retracted his aura to perfection. Even if he sat cross-legged in front of others, they might not be able to sense his presence. Although the concealment technique's theory is simple, it's really an assassination technique. To any assassin, it's the best secret technique. Yang Wu couldn't help but sigh. Of course, this is the concealment technique created by the #1 assassin. How bad can it be? Little Hay said proudly. Little Hay, if you have any other suitable secret techniques for me to cultivate, teach me more. I don't mind, Yang Wu said without any trace of politeness. You're still too weak. Even if I teach you more, you won't be able to learn it. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Hurry up and set off. Little Hay rolled her eyes. Yang Wu didn't force her. After informing Yang Chaowei, he prepared to barge into the demon race's territory alone. When Yang Chaowei heard that Yang Wu wanted to barge into the demon race's territory, he jumped in fright. He hurriedly stopped Yang Wu, not allowing him to go. Young clan leader, if it was any other time, I definitely wouldn't stop you. But now that the demon race's army is stationed in front of us, no one will be able to barge in. You will definitely die. Yang Chaowei said. Leader Chaowei, you don't have to persuade me. I have to go. It's very important to me. Moreover, I have protection methods. Even if the demon god descends, he might not be able to kill me. Great-grandmother won't stop me either. You have to believe that I can return safely. Yang Wu said solemnly. He even lifted Gong Xilan up. He thought to himself, if I knew earlier, I wouldn't have wasted my breath here. Great-grandmother doesn't know about the changes here. Young clan leader, this matter concerns the rise of our Yang clan. You must not act rashly. Yang Chaowei tried his best to dissuade her. Then he said, whatever you want me to do, I'll do my best to do it. In the past, Yang Chaowei was impolite to Yang Wu because he didn't want to see Yang Wu fall in the world of battle. He also wanted to see how Yang Wu's temperament was. Now that Yang Wu had shown his combat effectiveness, Yang Chaowei respected Yang Wu from the bottom of his heart. He didn't want Yang Wu to die young. Yang Wu couldn't convince Yang Chaowei. He could only comfort him temporarily and lie to him that he wouldn't go and that he would sneak out at night. Who knew that Yang Chaowei had been secretly protecting him, not giving him a chance to slip away. Let's see how powerful the concealment technique is. Yang Wu thought to himself. He operated the concealment technique, restrained all the aura on his body, and quickly rushed into the depths of the demon race. Yang Chaowei, who had been guarding him, didn't notice. When he noticed that Yang Wu's aura had disappeared, he realized that something was wrong. He forced his way into Yang Wu's stone house and found that Yang Wu was already gone. How did young clan leader do it? He actually slipped away under my nose. Yang Chaowei was extremely surprised. Yang Wu, who was far away, thought proudly, the concealment technique is really powerful, haha. After Yang Wu left the cultivation area, Yang Wu became more cautious. The deeper he went, the greater the danger, and the more demon race there were. He absolutely couldn't cause a big movement. Otherwise, he would be discovered before he could even get close to the demon mountain. Yang Wu didn't dare to fly high in the sky. He only used the wind god's legs to run. He would deal with everything when he reached the mining area. The mining areas that the 8 great battle clans occupied were different, and the ores they mined were also different. The Yang clan was weak, so they only obtained the worst ores. The good ores had already been taken by others. Now that the demon race's army suddenly came and chased away the 8 great battle clans, all the mining areas were empty. The demon race here didn't even bother to mine these ores. To them, these ores weren't that important. They formed a huge defensive line in the mining area, not allowing any humans to come close. Anyone who came close would be killed without mercy. These demon race didn't only have them on land, but also in the sky. Even a fly wouldn't be able to fly through. When Yang Wu and Little Hay got close, they immediately discovered the situation. He hid in a rocky hill and didn't dare to sneak over. There are so many demon race members. What should we do? Yang Wu asked Little Hay. The demon race is used to dark spaces. It's better to wait until dawn to advance. They don't like sunlight that much. Little Hay replied. But passing through so many demon race members is as difficult as ascending to the heavens. Yang Wu said gloomily. It really is troublesome. Wait for me for a moment. I'll go find the weakest spot. Little Hay said and quickly rushed out. Little Hay was too fast. Yang Wu couldn't catch up to it. He couldn't help but sigh, I'm still too weak. If I were a bit stronger, it wouldn't be so troublesome. 2 hours later, Little Hay came back and said, Come with me. Yang Wu didn't say anything and followed Little Hay forward. He didn't dare to run around randomly like Little Hay. Instead, he used the obstacles as cover to get closer to the Demon Mountain. There's a demon forest here. As long as we pass through it, we'll be able to get to the Demon Mountain. There aren't many demon race members guarding this place. There are only 20 to 30,000 of them. What? 20 to 30,000 isn't a lot? There are hundreds of thousands of them over there. Do you think there are still a lot here? That's not a lot. But why are there so few of them in the demon forest? Because the demon forest has a demon poison barrier. You humans don't dare to get close. Only death awaits you. I see. The heavens are helping me. Others might be afraid of poison, but Yang Wu wasn't. He could easily pass through the demon forest. After hiding for a while, Yang Wu finally got close to a large part of the demon forest. There were many flying demon race members nearby. None of them noticed Yang Wu and Little Hay. It was as if they had blended into the grass and trees around them. If they didn't come in front of them, they wouldn't be able to discover them. Sure enough, there were demon race members guarding the demon forest. However, these demon race members were lazy and didn't guard it seriously at all. The place where they were guarding seemed to be the most relaxed, but it was actually the most difficult place to pass through. Even human saints didn't dare to enter the demon forest. The demon poison there could even kill saint-level beings. Under Little Hay's guidance, Yang Wu quickly found the weakest place and entered the demon forest. None of the devil race living beings in the vicinity had discovered his existence. After entering the demon forest, Yang Wu patted his chest and said, That was close. There were demon race members looking in my direction just now. I thought they had discovered me. However, after Yang Wu entered the demon forest, it wasn't peaceful. Waves of demon poison chi wrapped around him. This demon poison chi was extremely domineering. Even Xian Qi couldn't stop it. Even the saint armor could be penetrated. Once touched, there was no way to escape. The power outside could kill small saint. The power in the depths could even kill saint. This was also the reason why the demon race had let down their guard in this area. Other than that, there were also demon tree spirits here. Once these demon tree spirits discovered that living beings had entered, they would start killing. Even if demon race members entered, they would still attack. This was their territory. Yang Wu naturally didn't know that the demon tree spirits had such an ability. Fortunately, the sacred Mando flower reminded him in time, Master, the demon trees here have spirits. Don't get entangled by them. Otherwise, it will be difficult to escape. What? Yang Wu lost his voice and exclaimed. He immediately sped up and passed through this area. The dense demon poison covered every inch of the area and seeped towards Yang Wu. Luckily, Yang Wu could purify this power. He wasn't poisoned and was fine for now. However, the demon trees here began to discover his existence. Even if he hid all of his life force and chi, there were demon trees everywhere. He had to pass through them. If they still couldn't discover him, then they wouldn't be demon tree spirits. Many demon vines wrapped around Yang Wu. There were also some vines that whipped or stabbed at him. Blue Demonis. Yang Wu didn't hesitate to use Blue Demonis to wrap himself up. This was a high-level saint flame. Normal demon vines would be burned immediately. They couldn't hurt him at all. After arriving here, the demon race members wouldn't enter too deep. They wouldn't be able to discover the exact situation in the demon forest. Even if there were any movements, they would only think that it was a battle between demon tree spirits. The sacred Mando flower flew out. It could devour all evil power, including demon chi and demon poison. These demon tree spirits were the nutrients for it to level up. Puff puff. The sacred Mando flower's vines stabbed into the trunks of the demon trees. It quickly absorbed the power of the demon tree spirits, and they withered and died. The sacred mando flower was known as one of the 10 great evil plants. These demon tree spirits couldn't compare to it unless there was a demon tree spirit more powerful than it. This power is not bad. The sacred mando flower smiled in satisfaction. Don't make too much noise. Yang Wu transmitted his voice to the sacred mando flower. He didn't want to attract the attention of the demon race. However, it was not that any living being could not survive in the demonic forest. There was a dream god demon who was cultivating in the demonic forest. When he discovered Yang Wu, he exclaimed in shock, "There's actually a human who dares to barge into the demonic forest." The dream god demon was proficient in soul attacks. When he discovered Yang Wu, he didn't hesitate to launch a soul attack. He wanted to directly erase Yang Wu's soul. All of a sudden, Yang Wu opened his third eye. A beam of soul light shot out angrily as he shouted, "Kill!" Yang Wu was very decisive. He poured in his most powerful soul power, not wanting to give the dream god demon a chance to escape. Before the dream god demon's soul power could reach Yang Wu's soul, he was killed by Yang Wu. That was close. If Little Hay hadn't discovered me early, I'm afraid I wouldn't have been able to make it through. Yang Wu wiped the cold sweat off his forehead. He then asked, "Are there many dream gods in this area?" "Not many. We just have to be careful," Little Hay said disapprovingly. "If not many, then how many?" 20 to 30,000. Chapter 1179. Each of the 20 to 30,000 dream god fiends possessed powerful soul energy. If they were in the outside world, they would be able to kill countless experts. Yang Wu was speechless towards this unreliable Little Hay. Fortunately, only 2 of these dream god fiends had surpassed the great devil saint level, and they were not in the same direction. As long as they were careful, they would be fine. Even if they were discovered, he wasn't afraid of a battle. His only worry was that news of him passing through Devil Forest would spread. "Follow my instructions," Little Hay transmitted to Yang Wu. "To the left. Go straight. To the right. Hurry up and pass through. There are 7 dream god fiends 1 mile ahead. They aren't very strong." With Little Hay wholeheartedly assisting him, he was able to pass through Devil Forest very quickly. And with the sacred mandala flower paving the way, he didn't need to worry about encountering any dangers. Moreover, the sacred mandala flower could silently infiltrate any area and kill the dream god fiends before him. He didn't need to do anything. The sacred mandala flower is indeed a good helper. I must help her break through to the deity realm, Yang Wu thought to himself. Half a day later, Yang Wu finally passed through half of Devil Forest. As long as he could endure for another half a day, he would be able to pass through this area. Yang Wu continued to increase his speed. He didn't want to waste any more time. A human dares to enter Devil Forest? How audacious! The dream god fiend's voice rang out. This was the great devil saint's voice. He had discovered Yang Wu. Oh no! Yang Wu cried out in alarm. Don't worry. It's just an elementary great devil saint. His soul energy is very strong, but you have the ability to defeat him. Little Hay replied. Is that why you didn't warn me? That's right. It's good for your soul energy to be tempered. Alright, let's end this quickly. Without waiting for Yang Wu to attack, the Dream God Fiend made his move. 10,000 souls Devil Fiend. The Dream God wasn't stupid. He sensed that Yang Wu could pass through the demonic forest and realized that Yang Wu was definitely not weak. Furthermore, he had something to rely on. He didn't dare to show any mercy and wanted to kill Yang Wu with a single strike. The soul shadows of the demons tore at Yang Wu, and the power of these soul shadows directly grabbed into Yang Wu's divine court, trying to tear his soul apart. I'll let you have a taste of my divine whip's power. Yang Wu's battle soul appeared. A divine striking whip emerged, and a streak of soul light lashed out furiously. Bang bang! The oncoming demonic souls were instantly pulverized, and a powerful wave of soul power blasted towards the dream god. Such powerful soul force! the dream god exclaimed. He did not dare to hold back any longer. He took out a demonic soul staff and began to fight with Yang Wu's fighting soul. The dream god demon was most proficient in soul battles. He was an elementary saint, but his soul power could deal with intermediate saints. However, it was a pity that he met the perverted Yang Wu. Yang Wu's battle soul power had already reached the peak of the intermediate saint stage. With the divine striking whip in his hand, he could even destroy the soul of an advanced saint stage expert. The divine striking whip and demonic soul staff collided. The demonic soul staff was sent flying, and the whip ruthlessly lashed at the dream god demon. It sank into his demon core and killed him. Yang Wu shook his head lightly and said, "You're really weak." "Haha, yes, but there are a lot of dream gods." Little Hay laughed. Just as his voice fell, many demonic gods flew towards him. Among them, there was another intermediate demonic saint stage dream god demon. "Who killed my brother?" The intermediate demonic saint stage dream god demon roared. "Little Hay, it's not good to make such a ruckus." Yang Wu was speechless. "Don't worry, we're already in the middle of the demonic forest. No other demons are coming. Train your soul power to your heart's content." Little Hay replied. As they spoke, hundreds of dream gods attacked Yang Wu. Some of their soul power condensed into blades, some into trees, some into controlling objects, and some even activated soul weapons. Their attacks were all different. These dream gods' attacks were all targeted at the soul. Once the soul was destroyed, any living being would die. "Then let's fight to our heart's content," Yang Wu roared. His battle soul wielded the divine striking whip and lashed out continuously. Many of the dream gods' attacks were disintegrated, and the whip's shadows swept past, killing them directly. Yang Wu's battle soul was too strong. These dream gods were just sending themselves to their death. This human soul power is so strong. There's no way to defeat him. We can only wait for Lord to kill him. The mid-level dream god stared at Yang Wu. He didn't rush over blindly. After sensing Yang Wu's strength, he became even more cautious. "No wonder he could kill my brother. His soul power is not weaker than mine, and he also has the divine striking whip. I must kill him in one strike." Demonic Soul Needle. An extremely thin demonic needle appeared, and under the control of the dream god, it shot towards Yang Wu at high speed. Interesting. Little Hay saw this needle and thought to herself. Yang Wu's soul power was strong, and his senses were extraordinary. But even he couldn't detect the existence of this needle. By the time he noticed it, it was already too late. His battle soul had been shot. Yang Wu let out a miserable scream. His real body couldn't help but clutch his head, appearing to be in extreme pain. "To kill my brother, I'll first destroy your soul. Then I'll control you to become my human pet puppet," the dream god said confidently. He once again controlled the demonic soul needle to stab towards Yang Wu. The demonic soul needle was too small. Under the control of his soul power, its speed was very fast. It wasn't easy to detect its existence. Yang Wu's soul suffered a loss. Fortunately, his willpower was incomparably strong. His battle soul body was quite solid. It was as if his real body was slightly injured, but he still had enough strength to deal with it. When the demonic soul needle shot out again, the deity beating whip in his hand blocked the demonic soul needle. He blocked it. The dream god was shocked. Just as he was about to change the direction of the demonic soul needle, Yang Wu shouted, "You want to make me suffer twice with the same move? Impossible." The divine striking whip lashed down, shattering the demonic soul needle. "Kill!" The dream god roared with killing intent. His demonic soul battle body appeared, and he rushed towards Yang Wu. "Come, I'm not afraid of you," Yang Wu replied domineeringly. He met the dream god's attack head-on. Yang Wu's soul possessed all of the battle awareness of his real body. He wielded the divine striking whip to perfection, unleashing an extremely powerful battle prowess. The dream god's soul battle could sweep through all living beings of the same level. However, in the face of a freak like Yang Wu, the dream god was quickly beaten to tears. He also had a soul weapon like Yang Wu. It was a soul saber. However, after clashing with Yang Wu's divine striking whip, cracks immediately appeared on it. After a few more clashes, the soul saber broke. Furthermore, he was forced back by Yang Wu's powerful soul power. He was no match for Yang Wu at all. How can this be? How can this human be stronger than me? The dream god was extremely shocked. Yang Wu didn't want to give his opponent a chance. He continued to increase the power of his attack. He had to kill the dream god as quickly as possible. It won't be that easy to kill me. Demonic soul curse. The dream god opened his mouth and began to chant. A soul curse enveloped the battle soul. Once it was enveloped, it would be controlled by him. Even your demonic soul isn't a match for me. Your soul curse is useless against me. Yang Wu said disdainfully. The divine striking whip lashed out at the demonic soul curse. Bang! The demonic soul curse was destroyed. Just as Yang Wu was feeling smug, the shattered demonic soul curse suddenly turned into tens of thousands of soul needles that pierced towards his soul. This time, Yang Wu really couldn't dodge. Pu. Although these soul needles were made of soul power and weren't supported by soul weapons, they were still able to pierce through Yang Wu's soul. The pain caused Yang Wu to grit his teeth. Soul curse, condense again. The dream god shouted. The soul needles that landed on Yang Wu's soul turned into curses once again. They wanted to forcibly brand themselves onto Yang Wu's soul and control him. Yang Wu cultivated the Soul Control Heart Sutra. His defensive power was circulating, repelling the power of the soul curse. However, it wasn't easy to expel the power of the soul curse in a short period of time. Don't waste your time. Obediently become my human pet. The dream god said with incomparable pride. Do you have the qualifications to do so? Yang Wu sneered. His true body suddenly attacked. Lightning finger. A ray of light pierced through the sky like lightning. In the blink of an eye, it landed on the dream god's true body. Bang! The dream god's soul was strong, but his true body was incomparably weak. The body of a mid-level great devil saint only had the defensive power of an ordinary saint body. Unable to withstand Yang Wu's attack, his devil body exploded on the spot. Damn it! The dream god panicked. His soul had yet to return to his demon core. He wanted to escape and spread the news of this human's existence to his other companions. Yang Wu's soul dispersed the power of the soul curse. With a swing of the god-beating whip, a long whip shadow landed on the dream god's soul, shattering it into pieces. Yang Wu watched as the dream god completely fell. He sighed, that was close. In the next moment, he ordered the sacred mandala flower to kill all the dream gods nearby. Not a single one was allowed to escape. The sacred mandala flower had been hiding nearby. All the dream gods were within its range. Under Yang Wu's command, the dream gods were quickly slaughtered. One by one, the corpses were devoured by the sacred mandala flower. Have you seen the power of a spirit soul cultivator? This spirit soul cultivator is only a low-level existence. Cultivate the way to use your soul. There's no need to silently guard it. Little Hay reminded from the side. I've already cultivated the Soul Control Heart Sutra to the large success stage. I can unleash the power of my battle soul. How else can I transform it? Yang Wu asked. The power of the soul is ever-changing. The dream god's soul power transformation is one of them. Don't use your true body's offensive methods to deal with a spirit soul cultivator. It's not worth it. Alright, if you have any good offensive methods, quickly pass them on to me. You'll have to figure it out yourself. This immortal emperor can't always teach you. Alright, then let's go find the mysterious essence chi first. Chapter 1180. Demon Mountain, Demon World. It was a huge demon mountain at the entrance of the demon world. It pierced the clouds and was extremely steep, like a demon blade standing there to guard the two worlds. There was a gigantic devil cave in the Devil Mountain. The aura of the Devil Cave was extremely similar to the Devil Cloud Cave outside the War God City. It was like a boundless black hole, but also like a bottomless abyss. It emitted an extremely cold and terrifying aura. In front of the Devil Cave, there was a tall devil race being sitting cross-legged. He was a being of the Nether prison race. He looked extremely ferocious, like an emissary of hell. He had bull horns and 3 tails. His entire body was covered in hellish armor that was as sharp as blades. He stood in front of the demon cave, like the master of the demon cave. That huge figure released a thick demon chi, not afraid of the demon cave at all. He was a demon god guarding the two worlds. I didn't expect that after my 10,000 years of guarding, the demon cave would give birth to a special kind of power. It should be the legendary Netherworld Mysterious Essence Chi. The serene prison demon looked at the demon cave and murmured. Then he laughed wildly. Haha, I didn't expect that I would have such an opportunity. Once this Netherworld Mysterious Essence Chi matures, I can absorb and refine it. Not only will my strength improve, but my bloodline power will also evolve. After reaching the demon god realm, it was extremely difficult to improve the demon body. If the bloodline power could evolve, everything would be possible. Every kind of mysterious essence chi had different functions. The Netherworld Mysterious Essence Chi was very suitable for the Serene Prison Clan. The Serene Prison Clan was originally a royal family of the Demon Clan. They were extremely powerful, not inferior to the Sky Tyrant Demons and the Undying Demons. The only shortcoming was that their reproductive ability was poor. Otherwise, they would be stronger than the other clans. Right at this moment, several tyrannical auras launched an attack on the Devil Race army. Humans who dare to cross the border will die, a Demon Clan expert roared. An earth-shattering power blasted towards the experts flying through the air. Rumble, rumble! 1,000,000 Demon Clan soldiers intercepted. Hundreds of thousands of demons attacked at the same time. The power created was terrifying. If it weren't for the special world of battles, this place would have been completely destroyed. These forces were blocked by the 3 human powerhouses, and they quickly rushed towards the Demon Mountain. At the same time, another 5 demon race experts frantically pursued and intercepted him. The 3 humans were all half-step into the heavenly arrival realm. Their speed was extremely fast, and they completely ignored the Devil Race's barbarians. Their only target was the Devil Mountain. This time, the demon race has mobilized so many living beings. A great treasure must have appeared. The 3 of us should work together to seize it. If we can obtain it, we'll divide it among ourselves. The leading human said. This human wore golden robes and a golden crown on his head. He looked like an emperor who had descended. The golden chi around him was extremely dense. He was Xianyuan Azura from the Xianyuan clan, a war god-level character who was filled with killing intent. There are many experts in the demon race. I'm afraid it'll be a little difficult for the 3 of us, another person replied. This person was a scholarly middle-aged man. He wore a full set of armor and was covered from head to toe. He looked like a scholarly general on the battlefield. He was Sun Chunqing from the Sun family. The other person was a mighty man with thick black flames around his body. He was Xing Min from the Xing family. The 3 half-step Tongtian realm experts were all powerful figures in the world of battle. The 3 of them had made an appointment to explore the Devil Mountain. They were really bold. It was not that they did not know that there was a demon god guarding the Devil Mountain. In addition, there were 5 half-step demon god experts in the demon race's army. Right now, these 5 half-step demon gods were intercepting them. The 5 half-step demon gods attacked at the same time. Overwhelming demon chi shrouded the world. It was like the end of the world, and a terrifying vision blasted toward Xianyuan Azura, Sun Chunqing, and Xing Min. Just as the 5 half-step demon gods attacked, The experts of the demon race suddenly launched an attack on the demon race's army. Boom! Boom! The experts who attacked the demon race's army were also half-step Tongtian realm expert. Their terrifying destructive power instantly killed a large number of demon race creatures. Oh no, this is a trick to lure the tiger away from the mountain. These cunning humans, the half-step demon god exclaimed. One of the half-step demon gods turned back to guard the demon race's army. The other 4 half-step demon gods continued to attack the half-step Tongtian realm experts of the human race. Suddenly, a demon god's voice was heard. Go back and guard the line of defense. I'll deal with these 3 small fries. The demon god's voice was mighty and demon chi surged. A huge figure walked over and instantly arrived above Xianyuan Azura, Sun Chunqing, and Xing Min. A huge demon foot stomped toward the 3 of them. This stomp covered an area of 100 miles. It was as if the sky had collapsed. It was truly terrifying. A demon god has arrived. Sun Chunqing revealed a solemn expression. Let's attack together. Xing Min shouted. I'll do it. Xianyuan Azura roared. A powerful golden energy erupted, forming a golden dragon that charged toward the demon god's stomp. The other 2 did not dare to be negligent. They took out their strongest combat weapons and entered a state of battle. 3 half-step Tongtian realm experts and 1 demon god. Serene prison demon sneered disdainfully. How dare a human half-step Tongtian realm expert provoke me? You deserve to die. Boom! Boom! The demon foot was like the sky, crushing the 3 half-step Tongtian realm experts' attacks inch by inch. Puff! 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 The 3 half-step Tongtian realm experts spat out blood and were sent flying. Demon Slayer! Xianyuan Azura lived up to his name as an expert of the Xianyuan clan. His willpower was extremely shocking, and his combat strength was also quite abnormal. His strength was constantly increasing, and his body was crazily growing. He was like a golden giant. He was 1 size smaller than Serene Prison Demon, but the strength he unleashed was far beyond that of a half-step Tongtian realm expert. The golden dragon-slaying saber in Xianyuan Azura's hand slashed out an extremely bloodthirsty and overbearing attack. The people of the battle tribe are really annoying. Serene Prison Demon frowned and said. His demonic palm slammed down angrily. The demonic chi in this area gathered, forming a demonic cloud that collided with the golden dragon. Powerful forces kept colliding, and this area seemed to be about to be torn apart. Sun Chunqing and Xing Min did not stay idle either. The Tongtian divine weapons in their hands erupted with unparalleled power. They were determined to kill Serene Prison Demon. While they were fighting fiercely, Yang Wu, who had just come out of the demon forest, was shocked. The fluctuations of a battle between God Realm experts were too great. The weak creatures were all frightened out of their wits. Is this the Tongtian battle? How terrifying! Yang Wu exclaimed in his heart. Little Wu, don't be in a daze. While they're fighting, quickly go and find the mysterious essence chi. You only have 1 chance. Little Hei's voice sounded in Yang Wu's ears. Okay. Yang Wu replied and quickly rushed toward the demon mountain. He restrained all of his aura, making it difficult for any creature to detect his presence. Yang Wu ran like crazy. He couldn't fly. If he did, he would be discovered. He had to seize the opportunity. Otherwise, the mysterious essence chi would brush past him, and his life would be in danger. Little Hei, are there still demons on the demon mountain? Yang Wu transmitted his voice to Little Hei. I thought you didn't care about these things. Little Hei replied. Stop talking nonsense. We can't lose the mysterious essence chi. Stop playing around. Don't worry. There are no demons on the demon mountain, but there are many at the foot of the demon mountain. What? What should we do? Just go ahead. I'll take care of everything. There were many demons at the foot of the demon mountain. What could Little Hei do to help him directly to the top of the demon mountain? At this moment, Little Hei began to change. It stretched out its front paws and continuously drew something. Strange patterns began to combine and soon formed an indescribable pattern. It muttered something and soon, a power was added to it and Yang Wu's body. Earth burrowing technique. Little Hay shouted. Whoosh! Yang Wu felt that his body was no longer under his control. He sank into the ground and rushed toward the demon mountain at an extremely fast speed. What kind of technique is this? Yang Wu was completely shocked. This is an immortal technique. With my current strength, I can only barely use earth burrowing technique for a short distance. It's enough to send you to the top of the demon mountain. Little Hay replied weakly. Bam! When the power disappeared, Yang Wu and Little Hay had already rushed to a corner of the demon mountain. We came up just like that? Yang Wu was shocked. Don't be in a daze. The battle over there will be over soon. Hurry up and find the mysterious essence Qi, Little Hay urged. Okay, Yang Wu replied. He used the Regal 9 arcane mantra to sense the mysterious essence Qi. After reaching the top of the demon mountain, they were very close to the mysterious essence Qi. However, the demon Qi here was extremely thick. It was not a place that ordinary humans could get close to. Yang Wu climbed with all his might. Soon, he saw a demonic cave. The majestic demon Qi was spewing out from the cave. At the same time, the Regal 9 arcane mantra in his body circulated even faster. He felt a strong sense of hunger. It wanted to eat. The mysterious essence Qi is in the demonic cave, Yang Wu said with great joy. When he approached the demonic cave, a burst of power suddenly lashed toward him. This burst of power came extremely quickly. Little Hay was unable to detect its existence. Yang Wu was also unable to react in time. He was viciously struck, and his body was sent flying. Blood instantly gushed from his mouth. PFFF. The power of a restriction! Yang Wu exclaimed. Hurry up and use the holy mandala flower! Little Hay yelled. Yang Wu summoned the holy mandala flower without any hesitation. The holy mandala flower bloomed, and its petals released a powerful burst of power that blasted toward the restrictive power of the demon palace. Boom! The commotion in front of the demonic cave finally alerted the demon tribe living beings down below. Not good. Someone is trespassing into the demonic cave, the demon tribe living beings cried out in alarm. In the blink of an eye, a dozen or so demon sages rushed up. There were even half-step demon gods among them. They were astonishingly fast. In the distance, Azura Xianyuan, Sun Chunqing, and Xing Min were battling the infernal prison demon. He also detected the commotion in the demonic cave. Dense demon Qi erupted from his nostrils as he roared, "Cunning humans, all of you deserve to die." Azura Xianyuan, Sun Chunqing, and Xing Min were sent flying. He didn't care whether they lived or died as he turned back toward the demonic cave. In his eyes, the mysterious essence Qi in the demonic cave was the most important. He couldn't afford to lose it. Chapter 1181. Yang Wu had been injured by the power of the restriction, and his sacred dragon body had almost exploded. That restriction was at least comparable to the power of a top-tier holy stage cultivator. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been injured to such an extent. Fortunately, he had an immortal body. His shattered organs were rapidly healing, and his aura had dropped by a third. This was the power of a restriction set down by a demon god. He could be proud that he hadn't been killed in one strike. Fortunately, he was frequently baptized by holy lightning, which strengthened his body. Otherwise, he would have died today. The sacred mandala flower was unable to break through the restriction, and many of its vines were shattered. Use your divine weapon. That demon is back. Little Hay transmitted her voice to Yang Wu. Divine weapon. Yang Wu was instantly jolted awake. He quickly drew his Big Dipper sword and poured all of his power into it, unleashing a heaven-rending sword strike. Bam! The might of the divine weapon directly elevated Yang Wu's combat prowess to that of a top-tier holy stage cultivator. Furthermore, the power of the divine weapon was extremely sharp, enough to tear through the restriction. "How dare you!" Serene Prison Demon's voice sounded from afar, causing Yang Wu's organs to churn incessantly. At the same time, the attacks of the demon clan creatures rushing up from below also shrouded Yang Wu. In order to break through the restriction, Yang Wu was unable to defend himself. Fortunately, the sacred mandala flower blocked a portion of the attacks for him. Following the momentum of these attacks, he charged into the demonic cave with Little Hay. In the instant that he charged into the demonic cave, a terrifying demonic claw swiped over, almost catching him and Little Hay. "Get the hell out here!" Serene Prison Demon instantly arrived at the entrance of the demonic cave, and a demonic claw swiped into the depths of the demonic cave. Boom, boom, boom. Intense power clashed incessantly within the demonic cave, creating a series of shocking explosions. Yang Wu almost fainted from the shock. Fortunately, Little Hay had spat out a divine barrier pearl in time to protect him. Otherwise, these powers would have been enough to annihilate him. A huge shadow full of cold aura rushed out of the devil cave and roared, "Those who disturb me will die." This was a special kind of living being. It didn't seem like a physical living being, but a living being formed by a special kind of energy. The Supreme Nine Profound Arts in Yang Wu's body was rapidly circulating, and it actually wanted to absorb this special life form. Scram! The special life form also sensed the abnormality and directly threw a force at the Divine Shield Pearl. Bang! The power of the Divine Shield beads was almost shattered, and Yang Wu and Murphy fell to the bottom of the Devil Cave, feeling dizzy. Yang Wu continued to vomit blood. His injuries were much more serious than before. His internal organs were shattered, and his bones were broken. Such injuries were enough to kill any sage. "Little Wu, hold on!" Little Hay shouted. I can't hold on anymore," Yang Wu said with difficulty. "You have to hold on. The mysterious essence Qi is right in front of you. As long as you absorb it, you can become a sage and not be afraid of them." Little Hay said. It's too painful. I'm really tired." "Don't you want to become the #1 war god? You've just started, so it's not worth it to admit defeat like this. You have an immortal body and immortal liquid. Quickly refine the immortal liquid. Once you recover, I'll help you get the mysterious essence Qi." Mysterious essence Qi. I want the mysterious essence Qi. Yang Wu's last bit of will was awakening. The divine court Dao flower was floating, and his soul was quickly recovering. At the same time, his immortal body was slowly nourishing his broken saint body. At this time, Little Hay gave up on the divine barrier pearl and had it protect Yang Wu. It observed the demonic cave and understood the situation inside. Outside the demonic cave, the special life form condensed into a giant demon and fought fiercely with the serene prison devil. "You haven't been nurtured to perfection yet. It's not wise to rush out and fight me. Since that's the case, I'll refine you first." The serene prison devil looked at the special life form and shouted. "Hee, even if I'm not perfect, it's enough to devour you. From now on, I'll be a true demon god." The special life form sneered. The two deity-level beings were constantly exchanging blows, and the terrifying destructive power spread out for thousands of miles. The demon race lifeforms below Demon Mountain didn't have time to escape. They were completely wiped out by their power. Only those who had reached the high-level demon saint realm or higher barely survived. In the distance, Xianyuan Azura, Sun Chunqing, and Xing Min weren't dead. They were only heavily injured. When they saw the battle, they couldn't help but rejoice that they hadn't rushed over to Demon Mountain. Otherwise, these two demon gods would have been enough to slaughter them. "Let's go back." Xianyuan Azura made a prompt decision. With two demon gods there, even if there were divine items, they wouldn't be able to take them. Sun Chunqing and Xing Min didn't have any objections. They turned around and returned to human territory. When they returned, they were intercepted by the half-step demon god lifeform. The battle between the serene prison devil and the special lifeform was incomparably fierce. The two of them were evenly matched. Neither could do anything to the other. The serene prison devil was anxious. He didn't expect the special lifeform to be so powerful. If this dragged on, other demon gods would rush over, and he wouldn't be able to do anything. "I'll destroy you in one move," the serene prison devil roared. He didn't hesitate to use his ultimate move, wanting to heavily injure the special lifeform. Demonic hell. A terrifying demonic hell appeared in this world. It constantly attacked the special lifeform. There was also a powerful force that bound the special lifeform. It was determined to destroy the special lifeform. The special lifeform was powerful, but it didn't have any ultimate move. It only had endless power to launch attacks. It couldn't stop the serene prison devil's demonic hell at all. "No, I definitely can't be captured like this. Explode for me." The special lifeform roared unwillingly. It had a resolute expression as it instantly detonated its own power. "Bastard!" The serene prison devil instantly panicked after sensing the special lifeform's decision. Rumble, rumble! The power of the special lifeform was exploding. It was as if a god-class expert was self-destructing. The destructive power continued to spread, blowing up Nether Prison Devil's Devil Prison and sending Nether Prison Devil flying. Whoosh! The special lifeform's power didn't die. However, its power was weakened by at least 80%. It turned into a ray of demonic light and returned to the demonic cave. After the special lifeform returned to the demonic cave was instantly filled with a special power. The entrance of the demonic cave automatically went into seclusion. From this, it could be seen that the special lifeform had fused with the demonic mountain. It could control the demonic mountain. The demonic mountain was equivalent to its defensive divine weapon. In the distance, the serene prison devil was heavily injured. His demonic body was on the verge of collapse. Demonic blood flowed out of his body. He coldly stared at the demonic mountain. "When I recover, it'll be the day I refine you." The serene prison devil retracted all of his aura and rapidly recovered his demonic body. He was recovering at the fastest speed possible. Within the demonic mountain, Yang Wu was enveloped by that special power. Even the power of the divine shield pearl was slowly being devoured by the silkworms. At this moment, he had also woken up. He had refined many inferior immortal liquids. Together with his undying physique, his injuries had already recovered by 30%. The same went for his mental power. If it was any other time, the inferior immortal liquids would have allowed him to recover to his peak. However, the demonic god's attack was too terrifying. His injuries were too severe. Just now, he thought he was dead for sure. Should I refine a drop of the immortal liquid? Yang Wu was considering. He calmly suppressed this thought. Once he used the immortal liquid, the next time he used it, it would only have a healing effect. It wouldn't be able to increase his strength. Now that he didn't get the mysterious essence chi, even if he had the immortal liquid, he might not be able to break through to the Star Rune realm. It was better not to waste the immortal liquid. He should absorb the mysterious essence chi first. At this moment, his Supreme Nine Mystic Arts was frantically circulating, trying to absorb the energy that seeped in. What kind of mysterious essence chi is this? Even the Divine Shield's defense can't block it. A corrosive type of mysterious essence chi? Or a demonic type of mysterious essence chi? Little Hei's voice sounded in his ears. It's the mysterious essence chi of the underworld. It's probably going to take over your body. You have to protect it. If you can't, you'll be completely finished. What? Hurry up and think of a way. Yang Wu said anxiously. I can destroy it, but you won't be able to obtain it. You'll have to rely on yourself. After Little Hei finished speaking, the special being charged over and said coldly, What I lack now is a true living body. I didn't expect one to come to me. Haha, the heavens are really helping me. The special being was formed by the mysterious essence chi of the underworld. It was the ruler of this place. Even if it detonated a large amount of energy, it could still easily kill Yang Wu. As for Little Hay, it completely ignored it. A little hay dog without any energy fluctuations couldn't threaten it at all. Explode! The special being roared. A burst of mysterious essence chi came crashing down, smashing into the power of the divine shield pearl. The mysterious essence chi was formed from the yin chi of the underworld. It had the characteristics of cold, evil, yin, and dark poison. It was an extremely poisonous energy. Once it came into contact with any living being, it would be difficult for them to escape. The serene prison devils outside also had this kind of demonic body, which was why they could barely endure it. If it were any other race, they would definitely die. It's over! Yang Wu exclaimed. He furiously circulated the Supreme Nine Mystic Arts and refined a saint-level healing pill to speed up his recovery. At the same time, he quickly moved away, not wanting to be killed by the special being. Unfortunately, this was the special being's territory. He was completely restrained and couldn't escape. The power of the divine shield pearl was completely destroyed. In an instant, he was completely enveloped by the mysterious essence chi of the underworld. Instantly, he was plunged into boundless darkness. Chapter 1182. Netherworld Mystic Essence Chi. This was a type of mystic essence chi that represented evil power. It had formed countless years ago and became a special creature with intelligence. It was even more powerful than the mystic essence chi he'd encountered before. Before it could completely evolve, it was disturbed by Yang Wu and the Netherworld demon, so it had to appear early. In order to stop the Netherworld demon from refining it, it used up a lot of power. Now, it wanted to take over Yang Wu's body and replace Yang Wu. Its power began to seep into Yang Wu's body, and even the divine court Dao flower, completely taking over Yang Wu. Yang Wu completely fainted. However, the regal Nine Mystic Arts was still operating wildly. It needed to absorb 9 types of mystic essence chi to completely evolve into the most powerful immortal art. As long as the mystic essence chi approached, it would automatically absorb and refine it. Why is my power slipping away? How can this weak creature have the ability to refine me? The special creature said in panic. Whatever, my power is boundless. I'll take over this creature's soul first and condense my true soul. The special creature's awakened soul power burrowed into Yang Wu's divine court. When this soul power entered Yang Wu's divine court Dao flower, it automatically defended and entangled the special creature's soul. This creature isn't dead yet. He can withstand my netherworld chi. The special creature panicked. Its netherworld chi had completely taken over Yang Wu's body. Even a demon god would be killed by it, so his soul would naturally die with it. Yang Wu's divine court Dao flower was still there, which proved that his soul hadn't completely died. The divine court Dao flower played a miraculous role, protecting Yang Wu's soul and awakening it. Netherworld Mystic Essence Chi. Yang Wu's soul consciousness recovered and he stared at the special creature. The Netherworld Mystic Essence Chi was extremely powerful, but that didn't mean the soul power it condensed was powerful. It was at most equivalent to the soul power of an advanced saint or a top-tier saint. This was still very different from the mystic essence chi it condensed in the outside world. It thought Yang Wu was dead, so its soul power rushed into Yang Wu's divine court. When it discovered that Yang Wu wasn't dead, it still thought that Yang Wu's soul could be easily devoured, so it tried to devour Yang Wu's soul. "Give me your body!" the special creature shouted. It pounced toward Yang Wu, wanting to destroy Yang Wu's soul of death. How could it be that easy? I'm going to fight you to the death. Yang Wu had no other choice. He mobilized all of his soul power from his soul and collided with the special creature. When the two soul powers collided, Yang Wu realized that the special creature's soul power wasn't as strong as he thought it would be. Although it suppressed him, it wasn't that strong. If he used all his strength, he might be able to defeat it. Of the special creature's essence of the special creature of the special of the creature of death of life. You want to devour my soul? Die. Yang Wu raised his strongest soul power and roared. He used his strongest battle technique to attack the special creature. The special creature responded, wanting to injure Yang Wu severely. Unfortunately, it didn't have an absolute advantage. It thought, let's retreat first and use the origin power to destroy his soul. It retreated, preparing to guide the netherworld mystic essence Qi into Yang Wu's divine court. It would first destroy Yang Wu's soul, and then come back to take over his divine court. Yang Wu sensed the special being's reaction. He activated the divine court Dao flower to envelop the divine court, completely sealing off the special being's escape route. He said viciously, "Today, either you die or I die." He was going all out for the mystic essence Qi. If he couldn't restrain the special creature, he might be the one to die. "Do you really think I can't do anything to you?" The special creature was furious. It roared and pounced toward Yang Wu again. The special creature only had ordinary battle instincts, but its essence of life did indeed have the upper hand. Yang Wu was forced to retreat. Yang Wu used all kinds of battle techniques, but he still couldn't gain the upper hand. However, he was still determined. "I can definitely defeat it. I can continue to improve after obtaining the mystic essence Qi. If I lose, I'll lose everything." Yang Wu's soul released an invincible aura. He used the divine court Dao flower's majestic power to fight more and more fiercely. Outside his body, the netherworld mystic essence Qi was constantly corroding his body. Fortunately, the Supreme Nine Mysteries technique was madly devouring it. The corroding speed wasn't as fast as expected. Moreover, his immortal body was also repairing itself. In addition, the immortality peach tree in his dantian actually moved. It released a shocking sucking power and started to devour the mystic essence Qi in the demonic cave. The conditions for the immortality peach tree to grow were very strict. It needed extremely pure energy or special high-level energy. This mystic essence Qi had reached the god level. It was one of the energies that the immortality peach tree wanted to devour. A large amount of the netherworld mystic essence Qi in the demonic cave surged toward Yang Wu. In the blink of an eye, more than half of it was devoured. The immortality peach tree finally showed some visible changes. It grew a little. The mystic essence Qi was very useful to it. Not only that, but the sacred mandala flower was also doing its best to devour the mystic essence Qi. It was very useful to it. The Supreme Nine Mysteries technique seemed to have sensed that something else was competing with it for the netherworld mystic essence Qi. 50 times. 100 times. 200 times. These multiplications were on top of the original foundation. It was many times faster than the cultivation techniques of many saints. Even the immortal realm of the immortal realm might not be able to compete with it. After the Supreme Nine Mysteries technique's circulation speed had increased to 1,000 times, a large amount of the netherworld mystic essence Qi was flowing crazily in Yang Wu's meridians. A large amount of the mystic essence Qi entered his dantian and helped it to increase rapidly. The real dragon in his dantian roared and devoured the mystic essence Qi. The Earth Sea was also expanding. It was undergoing a qualitative leap. The star rune realm could attract the stars. Yang Wu was trying to break through to the star rune realm. There was a strong resonance between his dantian and his soul. There had to be a connection between the two. Yang Wu's soul and body had already reached the saint realm. What he lacked was the comprehension of the stars. Now that his soul was fighting, he couldn't comprehend the stars. However, his soul realm had reached the half-step saint realm. His soul realm had also grown stronger. Haha, the heavens are helping me. Prepare to die. Yang Wu, who had been suppressed by the special creature, finally had enough strength to resist. He mobilized the divine court Dao flower and wrapped it around the special creature. The special creature panicked. It kept attacking the divine court Dao flower, wanting to rush out of Yang Wu's divine court. Unfortunately, it couldn't do so. Yang Wu's soul strength was enough to stop it. There was no way it could escape. "You can't kill me. Let me go. I'll give you endless power," the special creature begged. "Don't be silly. I'm here to refine you. Become a part of my body," Yang Wu said with a smile. His fist landed on the special creature's body and scattered a lot of its soul power. I don't want to die here. I'll fight you to the death," the special creature shouted crazily. The special creature's dying struggle was useless. Its soul was bombarded by Yang Wu again and again. Finally, it was completely scattered. If it hadn't been arrogant and only used its soul strength to infiltrate Yang Wu's divine court, it wouldn't have died so quickly. Fortunately, the Supreme Nine Mysteries mantra quickly absorbed the mysterious essence Qi and strengthened Yang Wu's body. His soul strength was also strengthened, which was why the battle ended so quickly. After Yang Wu dealt with the special creature, he finally let out a sigh of relief. He mobilized the Supreme Nine Mysteries mantra again and carried out the final evolution. There was a netherworld mysterious essence Qi in the demon cave. That was the true netherworld mysterious essence Qi. The other powers were just a little bit of the mysterious essence Qi's power. After the highest 9 profound arts had been activated more than 1,000 times, the origin profound essence Qi was already close to Yang Wu's side, and it was constantly pouring into his body. The power in Yang Wu's dantian had reached a bottleneck. If he couldn't break through, his dantian wouldn't be able to contain this god-level mysterious essence Qi. Star runes attract stars. Yang Wu's soul and dantian's two completely different forces fused together, forming a starry line that could cross realms. This starry line was very thin, but it slowly grew larger and soon formed a starry bridge. It also looked like a rainbow that spanned across the vast sky and guided the stars. All of a sudden, beyond the 9 heavens, a star flashed. The power of the star broke through the layers of clouds and shone towards the Devil Mountain. The world of battles was at the border between the demon world and the war race world. It was shrouded in boundless demon Qi, and the sky was gray all year round. It was difficult for the sun, moon, and stars to shine. Today, an extremely majestic star rune broke through these barriers and descended on the world of battles, causing a huge commotion. When Serene Prison Devil saw this, his demonic eyes were filled with confusion. Could it be that the power has mutated? If that's the case, we're in trouble. In the next moment, his demon body expanded. A demon palm reached out and faced the 9 heavens, blocking the star rune line's power. "You want to use star rune line's power to transform?" "Impossible," Serene Prison Demon said. However, this star rune line's power passed through his palm and continued to enter the demon mountain. The star rune line's power was the power of heaven and earth. It wasn't something a creature could interfere with. This is virtual rune line's power. It's a bit similar to the human saint realm. What's going on? Serene Prison Demon didn't understand. "Since I can't stop it, then I'll destroy the demon mountain and force it out." Serene Prison Demon held a battle weapon and smashed it toward the demon mountain. Rumble, rumble. The demon mountain was extremely sturdy. It wasn't directly shattered by Serene Prison Demon, but it was indeed shaken. It probably wouldn't be able to withstand many more attacks before it was destroyed. After all, the demon mountain was occupied by a special creature. If the special creature still had a spirit, it could use the mysterious essence Qi to strengthen the demon mountain. It no longer had this ability. When Serene Prison Demon attacked, a second star rune line's power shot down. Chapter 1183. 1 star pattern could attract the power of 1 star. 2 star patterns could attract the power of 2 stars. 3 star patterns could attract the power of 3 stars. So on and so forth. When one reached 12 star patterns, one could attract the power of an entire star. Yang Wu had formed the 2nd star pattern in his body, so he attracted the power of 2 stars. Not only that, but his 3rd star pattern was still forming. If someone could look into Yang Wu's body, they would find that his star patterns were hundreds of times thicker than those of ordinary saints, or even thousands of times thicker. If the star patterns formed by ordinary saints were the size of a needle and thread, then his star patterns were the size of an arm, many times larger than a needle and thread. The power of the stars he attracted was extremely dazzling and powerful, shining brightly in the world of battles. The human clan's cultivation area also saw this strange phenomenon. The power of the stars. Did the human clan's saint break through? This is the power of the stars. Someone has broken through to the star realm, but that's in the direction of the demon clan. What's going on? Could it be that the enslaved humans have broken through? That's impossible. The enslaved humans are all tainted with demon chi and have fallen into the demon path. It's extremely difficult for them to break through. Moreover, the demon clan doesn't keep their enslaved humans alive. Once they're dissatisfied, they'll eat them alive. Then how do you explain this strange phenomenon? The power of the stars is so great. Even a high-level saint can't attract such terrifying power. Who is it? In the belly of the demon mountain, Little Hay was guarding Yang Wu. It said anxiously, "Little Wu, hurry up. The demon mountain is about to collapse." Bang! Bang! The demon mountain began to crack, and pieces of rocks fell toward Yang Wu. Little Hay activated the divine shield pearl to block the falling rocks and prevent them from affecting Yang Wu. Before Yang Wu could wake up, the power of the 3rd star pattern had already enveloped him. Every star pattern could cleanse the body and make it reach the saint realm. Yang Wu's physical body, which was already comparable to an advanced saint realm expert, became crystal clear and sacred under this wave of star power. His majestic aura rose steadily. I don't expect him to make a breakthrough immediately. It seems that this immortal emperor can only deal with that hell-fiend personally. Little Hay sighed softly, and her body began to transform. A large, slender black dog appeared, and a strong, domineering aura burst forth from its body. Seize the opportunity and burn it in one fell swoop. Don't waste any energy. Otherwise, I'll suffer another backlash. Little Hay's eyes twitched, and she flew out of the Devil Mountain. Nether Prison Devil's battle weapon continued to swing, causing the Demon Mountain to completely collapse. Get the hell out here! Serene Prison Devil's voice rumbled in all directions. Roar! Little Hay transformed into a black blur and let out an earth-shattering roar. Although it hadn't recovered to the immortal realm, it had become stronger after Yang Wu broke through to the saint realm. It could now release a trace of divine might, which was enough to show how powerful it was. Serene Prison Devil stared at Little Hay with a puzzled expression. Where did this black dog come from? He reached out with his demonic palm and grabbed at Little Hay. He wanted to see if it was a special creature that had transformed. A mere demonic creature dares to offend this immortal emperor? I'll let you have a taste of this immortal emperor's power, Little Hay replied, and a flame shot out from its mouth. Boom! This time, Little Hay didn't shoot out small flames. Instead, it was a real flaming rainbow bridge. In an instant, it burned the Serene Prison Devil's palm. Ah! This was the highest level of true Samadhi fire. It could burn everything, and nothing could stop it. Serene Prison Devil was disgusted. Before the true Samadhi fire could spread to his body, he decisively cut off his arm. Ruthless enough, but not enough to save your life. Little Hay transformed into a black thread of light and circled behind Serene Prison Devil. Then, it shot out another stream of true Samadhi fire. Its true battle prowess couldn't compare to Serene Prison Devil's, but true Samadhi fire could burn all life. Even immortal realm beings couldn't stop it. As long as it burned Serene Prison Devil's body, it would die without a doubt. Serene Prison Devil had already suffered once, so he wouldn't suffer a second time. His reaction was extremely fast, and he dodged Little Hay's second flame attack. At the same time, his demonic weapon spun around and smashed directly toward Little Hay. Little Hay's reaction wasn't slow either, and it barely dodged Serene Prison Devil's attack. Then, it scuttled under his foot and opened its mouth to bite him. Scram! Serene Prison Devil shouted. He raised his foot and kicked Little Hay furiously. Little Hay's body was nimble, and it dodged Serene Prison Devil's kick again. Then, it bit down on Serene Prison Devil's thigh from the side. Its sharp canine teeth bit off half of Serene Prison Devil's thigh, causing him to cry out in pain. After reaching the immortal realm, he could regrow his flesh. No matter how long his severed arm or injured thigh, he could still regrow it. However, he couldn't bring himself to be happy. He was extremely displeased that he had been repeatedly injured by a black dog. He was determined to kill this black dog. Little Hay was extremely fast. It continuously circled Serene Prison Devil. No matter how Serene Prison Devil attacked, he couldn't land a single hit. On the other hand, Little Hay's true Samadhi fire scared him so much that he couldn't launch a more powerful attack. Left with no choice, he unleashed his demonic prison to envelop this area. He used his powerful demonic energy to try and kill Little Hay. "Let's see how you escape this time," Serene Prison Devil said smugly. "I was just toying with you. Do you really think I can't kill you? It's time for you to die." Little Hay returned to the front of Serene Prison Devil. After replying in disdain, it opened its mouth and spat out a streak of sword light. This streak of sword light was as fast as lightning. It instantly pierced through Serene Prison Devil's head and shot out his demonic core. How could this? Serene Prison Devil couldn't believe that he had been killed so easily. His body collapsed to the ground, and he died with his eyes wide open. Little Hay opened its mouth and withdrew that streak of sword light. It was none other than the Dragon Phoenix sword that it had extorted from the Dragon Phoenix tree. Little Hay transformed back into its small form and sighed. "I have to go through so much trouble just to kill a immortal realm being. This immortal emperor is truly suffering." This Serene Prison Devil's demonic core hadn't been destroyed yet. It had been retrieved by Little Hay. It had also collected some parts of his demonic body. Then, it burned the demonic body into nothingness. At this moment, the three majestic streaks of astral energy finally began to gradually retract. Yang Wu had finally completed his breakthrough to the star pattern realm. Bam! After he opened his eyes, a powerful aura was released from his body. The mountain rocks that were outside the divine shield pearl's power were all sent flying. His eyes were like rainbows, and his aura was like a dragon's. Every move he made had the demeanor of an expert. He could pluck the stars and the moon at any time and control boundless power. Such power! Yang Wu clenched his hands and thought to himself. Then, he looked up to the sky and laughed wildly. "Haha, I've finally broken through to the star pattern realm." He was incomparably carefree and excited. This was a realm that many heaven's prides would be stuck at. It wasn't a realm that could be broken through just because they wanted to. Yang Jinghai, Wang Yuyang, and other heaven's prides had outstanding cultivation talent. However, they had still spent decades to break through to this realm. Yang Wu had just come out of the Dragon Phoenix abyss for half a year, and he had already broken through to this realm. This kind of opportunity and talent wasn't something that others could compare to. Before, Yang Wu was still afraid that he wouldn't be able to obtain the mysterious essence Qi and break through to the star pattern realm. Now, not only had he broken through, his strength had also increased by leaps and bounds. He had reached the third level of the star pattern realm in one fell swoop. His battle prowess had skyrocketed to the point that even he was shocked. "Little Wu, why are you in a daze? Hurry up and leave." Little Hay's voice rang out. "What's the hurry?" Yang Wu said calmly. Don't think that you're invincible just because you've broken through to the Saint Pattern realm. This is the territory of the demon race. The commotion just now must have attracted the attention of more demon gods. There will definitely be demon gods rushing over. Little Hay said. Little Hay, didn't you want me to train more in battle? I think I can train in the demon world for a month. It won't be too late to go out. Yang Wu said confidently. You really plan to do that? Of course. Looks like you're too proud. Then let's go. Let's go deep into the demon world. Yang Wu and Little Hay left without any hesitation. Yang Wu didn't really think that he was invincible. He used a concealment technique to hide his aura. He would first hide his tracks before making any plans. Just as they left, several fierce auras rushed over from the horizon. They had ferocious demonic faces, huge demonic bodies, and boundless demonic chi. Each of them had the strength of a demon god. This was the border between the demon world and the transcendent realm. There had to be a demon god overseeing this place to prevent the human immortal realm cultivators from barging in. As for the low-level warriors who sneaked into the demon world to train, they usually didn't care. This was because the demon race also wanted to use the human race to train. This was also the reason why they usually didn't appear. The commotion caused by Nether Prison Devil was too great. After they noticed it, they suddenly realized that Nether Prison Devil's aura had disappeared. They quickly rushed over, but it was too late. Yu Shui is dead. How could this be? Could it be that a human immortal realm expert killed his way in? It shouldn't be. Let's quickly trace the source. If it was a human expert, Yu Shui would definitely ask for help. Unless it was a human who was stronger than him. The previous commotion wasn't like that. This collapsed demon mountain seems to contain some secrets. The demon gods used their powerful demonic power to reverse time. They wanted to check on Nether Prison Devil's death. However, they could only see the scene of Nether Prison Devil destroying the demon mountain. They couldn't find out who killed Nether Prison Devil. It was as if there was an even stronger willpower shrouding them, preventing them from investigating. Could it be that the demon mountain gave birth to an even stronger creature? Maybe it's a new race. Poor Yu Shui. He wanted to eat it all by himself. Who would have thought that he would lose his life? These demon gods couldn't find any new clues. They suspected that the original powerful creature of the demon mountain had killed Yu Shui. They sensed the commotion in all directions. When they didn't find any suspicious creatures, they let the demon race army return, leaving some space for the human race to live. They didn't care if the human race wanted to obtain the mineral vein. They left the human race here in the hope that the demon race would use the human race as a whetstone to strengthen themselves. Other than that, they were also lulling the human race. One day, they might take advantage of the human race's relaxed state to rush into the transcendent realm and occupy it. Chapter 1184. The Grey Devil World was full of devil chi. This was the chi that the devil clan liked, and the chi that other creatures could not absorb. Once they absorbed too much, they would either die or be demonized. A young man of the human clan and the little hay dog on his shoulder went deep into the devil world together. They were not affected by the devil chi at all. The young man was full of heroic spirit, and his temperament was outstanding. He was like a banished immortal. Walking in the devil world, he looked more and more sacred. We are already far away from the world of battles, and we have begun to encounter creatures of the devil clan. Why don't you allow me to kill them? Yang Wu asked Little Hay. These are just weak devils. What's the point of killing them? Little Hay replied. The devil clan is bloodthirsty and cruel. If I don't kill them, should I keep them alive to kill humans? This is just from the perspective of the human clan. Buddha says that all living things are equal. The devil clan and the human clan are equal, but their lives are different. The rules of survival between races are different, so it is normal for them to compete with each other. According to you, the devil clan is a good creature. You humans hunt and roast the devil clan. You humans are a good creature? You can't generalize, can you? Why can't you generalize? Whether it is human, devil, or devil clan, they are all creatures, and they all have a common rule of survival, that is, the weak are prey to the strong. Only the strong can step on the bones to move forward, stand higher, live longer, and become a transcendent creature. But it doesn't mean that any strong person is qualified to kill all the weak creatures. The devil clan doesn't, and you don't. If you really do, then what is the difference between you and the devil clan? Yang Wu was shocked when he heard Little Hei's words. Indeed, he had always felt that the human clan was the righteous one, and that other races were wrong to kill the human clan. But if he were in the devil clan or the devil clan, how could he accept being killed by the human clan? All races start from the weakest stage. In order to survive, they compete for more resources. This is the law of nature, and also the cause and effect of the food chain. So it is difficult to argue about who is right and who is wrong. As long as you stay true to your heart, don't kill the weak creatures easily, and do some inhumane things, it will be fine, Little Hei said. Yang Wu nodded lightly and said, I will listen to you. I won't deliberately kill them. In the past, when he saw the Devil Clan ate humans alive, he wanted to kill the Devil Clan. A month isn't a long time. As long as you don't provoke those demon gods, your safety will be guaranteed. Let's go to the demon race's territory and get some demons. What's the big deal about demons? It's not like we can use them. What do you know? Demons also have their uses. If we can find suitable demon materials, we can refine some special soul needles for you. Just like the soul needles from the dream god, they can kill people without leaving a trace. Soon, Yang Wu arrived at a Devil Clan mountain range. There were several types of Devil Clan living here, including the blood-devouring Devil Clan, the Eight-Arms Demon Ape Clan, the Dark Lion Clan, and so on. Through Little Hei's special senses, it discovered that there might be some special Devil Clan materials in a valley, and there happened to be a Devil Saint fighting in that direction. Yang Wu and Little Hei sneaked into the valley, and soon found a kind of purple devil bamboo. This was a rare plant in the transcendent realm. The 1,000-segment purple devil bamboo was comparable to a saint material, while the 10,000-segment purple devil bamboo was a true god material. If it was taken, it could be refined into a devil flute, or other sound wave-type saint weapons. Yang Wu discovered that there were more than 10 stalks of purple devil bamboo that had more than 5,000 segments, which was a mid-grade saint material. There were also 3 stalks that seemed to have reached 7,000 segments, which made him almost drool. The Devil Clan's territory is also a land of treasures. Yang Wu sighed inwardly. The Devil Clan's intelligence is not as good as you humans, so they don't care about ordinary soft Devil Clan materials. They should be fighting over the purple devil bamboo pith over there. If you can get the purple devil bamboo pith, it can help your saint body to reach a higher level, and it can further expand your meridians and acupoints. When fighting, your battle strength will be even stronger. Little Hei said. Then what are we waiting for? I'll go get it. Yang Wu said impatiently, and rushed in the direction of the Devil Clan. Little Wu, be careful. There are more than 10 Devil Saints, and there are even high-level Devil Saints. Don't fail miserably. Little Hei reminded. Yang Wu acted as if he didn't hear it, and continued to rush in. The Devil Saints who were fighting suddenly sensed the presence of humans approaching, and they immediately stopped fighting. At the same time, they looked in the direction of Yang Wu. Human. All of the demon saints were shocked. Every once in a while, there would be human geniuses sneaking in, but not many dared to break into their hinterland. This human youth in front of them was too bold. Let me deal with him first, a blood-devouring devil saint said, and shot a blood arrow at Yang Wu. Blood demon arrow. This was an attack from a beginner-level devil saint, and it could kill any creature below the saint realm. In addition, once touched by it, the blood-devouring devil saint's bloodline power would be devoured. This time, Yang Wu didn't dare to hide his life force, so he naturally wasn't afraid of fighting a devil saint head-on. He said excitedly, "After breaking through to the star pattern realm, I can form a star pattern saint robe. Let's see how strong my saint robe's defense is." The next moment, a blue saint robe that shone like stars appeared on his body, and 3 thick layers of star pattern power blocked the blood demon arrow. Bang! The blood demon arrow shattered, but the star pattern saint robe was undamaged. Its defensive power is not bad, Yang Wu said with satisfaction. It's a saint of the human race. Kill him quickly, a powerful devil saint said. The blood-devouring devil saint just now smiled and said, "Devouring his bloodline will help me become stronger." The blood-devouring devil saint swept towards Yang Wu, and his blood-red demonic palm slammed towards Yang Wu. The power of a saint was overwhelming, and its destructive power was extremely shocking. The power of the demonic palm fell on Yang Wu again, but it was still unable to break Yang Wu's star pattern saint robe. "You're really weak." Yang Wu shook his head and said, and then reached out a hand to grab the blood-devouring devil saint. His hand moved like lightning, so fast that the blood-devouring devil saint couldn't react at all. When the blood-devouring devil saint was caught, a burst of blue flames shot out from the palm and burned the blood-devouring devil saint. Arg! The terrifying firepower of Blue Enchantress happened to be the bane of the blood-devouring devil saint, and his demonic body was quickly burned to ashes. The blood-devouring devil saint couldn't get rid of the high-level sacred fire at all. His demonic body was finished, and his demonic core fell into Yang Wu's hands. The other devil saints all showed a look of vigilance, finally taking Yang Wu seriously. "The purple demonic bamboo pith is mine. You can leave now." Yang Wu looked at the dozen or so devil saints in front of him calmly and said, "Haha, this is the territory of our devil race. Human, are you out of your mind? Wait for me to beat you up." An 8-armed demonic ape laughed wildly and rushed towards Yang Wu. He waved his 8 demonic arms and turned them into 8 demonic whips, lashing out at Yang Wu at the same time. This was a mid-level devil saint. "It's time to test my strength." Yang Wu took a deep breath, and a special power surged in his kidneys. A pair of wings suffused with cold air appeared on his back. It was the ice wing blade, but it was different from before. The ice wing blade used to be a pair of ice wings, but now it had become 2 pairs of ice wings, which meant that it had 4 wings. There were more demonic runes on the wings, and they were filled with a dreamy demonic feeling. This was the second stage of the ice wing blade, and it was most appropriate to call it the Netherworld Ice Wing Blade. Yang Wu had refined the Netherworld Profound Energy, which was a kind of extreme energy. Most of the energy was absorbed by the immortal peach tree and his dantian, while a part of it flowed madly into his kidneys, increasing the talent of his kidneys and opening a new stage. It could be said that even Yang Wu did not know how powerful the Ice Wing Blade was. Because of this, he was confident that he could break into the devil race's territory. When the 8-armed demonic ape's attack was about to land on him, the Netherworld Ice Wing Blade flashed like a peerless demonic blade. It instantly disintegrated the 8-armed demonic ape's attack, and an extremely sharp power swept towards the 8-armed demonic ape. The power of the Netherworld Ice Wing Blade came too quickly, and it also contained the Netherworld and extreme cold chi. When the 8-armed demonic ape sensed the danger, it was already too late to retreat. The 4 waves of sharp attacks twisted his body, turning his saint body into a pool of blood. The 8-armed demonic saint could not believe that he could not even block a single attack from the human saint. The eyelids of the other demonic saints twitched. They had just realized how powerful the human saint was. They did not dare to underestimate him anymore, and joined forces to attack Yang Wu. So powerful, so powerful! Yang Wu was intoxicated by the increased power of the Netherworld Ice Wing Blade, and he was extremely excited. Even Little Hay sighed at the side. After fusing with the power of 2 mysterious essence chis, His talent has undergone a shocking change. He is a bit of a master now. Let me fight to my heart's content. Yang Wu let out a long roar, and rushed over with 2 pairs of Netherworld Ice Wing blades flashing. The Netherworld Ice Wing blades grew out of his body, and they were a part of him. Using them was as easy as using 2 fists. Whoosh, whoosh. The Netherworld Ice Wing blades turned into peerless demonic blades and swung left and right, forming a wing blade storm. The cold power swept out for hundreds of miles, enveloping the dozen demonic saints in front of him. How can this human saint have the Netherworld chi? I can't take it anymore. A demonic saint exclaimed, and his body was twisted into a pool of blood. Another demonic saint took out a demonic seal to block it, but it did not have much effect. The Netherworld Ice Wing blades were comparable to a top-grade saint weapon. When they slashed the demonic seal instantly exploded, and the demonic saint's chest was directly cut open. Demonic Lion Sky Roar. Devouring Change Entanglement. Frenzied Demonic 100 Stabs. These demonic saints used all their strength to block the attacks of the young man in front of them. Unfortunately, all their efforts were in vain.